closed qualifiers. Excuse me, geez. We have only 3 teams remaining, Winter, but only 1 spot for them. A best-of-5 series is going to be played at the end of today here to determine who is going to be going on over to the main event later in December. Just a couple of weeks away, maybe 3-4 weeks away now until that main event kicks off. But for now, it's Seek and Strike, and joining me as always is Winter to cast ourselves a little bit of a Rambulan, isn't here? Blacklist Rivalry taking on Talon in the lower bracket. That draft already underway. Live on your screens. Winter, your thoughts on today's matches. Who's going to win? Who's going to qualify?
My first thought, this isn't exactly a Rambulan.
Talon
No,
Esports.
not exactly. Well, Yoe is Filipino, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah, they have 2. Only 2.
Okay.
Okay, not only 2, but they have 2. So technically, they are not a full Pinoy team. I guess, fine, you can call it a Rambulan if you want to. They did really well yesterday. They showed Aurora who's the true Talon team.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that they did. They probably made the org
Talon
really
Esports
happy, I'm sure.
Turn to pick.
Oh wow, guys, you guys deserve a steak dinner tonight.
I probably wouldn't have wanted to go for a steak dinner. They ended up just about as late as we did. We did start an hour later, but of course now potentially up to 8 games of Dota to play today, Winter. Our first rounds of the closed qualifiers weren't particularly close. Yesterday we had lots of games go to 3, not just on our stream, but also on the other stream as well with Mike and John. They had a pretty late night as well.
Yep, hopefully today we get some more exciting games. I mean, we see a Konka and Earth Spirit. Those are fun heroes. I mean, Konka maybe people will say like, oh, it's bored to see the one-dimensional utility water park hard build. I mean, you can say the same for Earth Spirit, but I guess Earth Spirit is a little bit more fun to watch.
I'd agree with that.
10 seconds remaining.
Muerta sneaking through the banning phase as well.
5 seconds
Penny, for your
remaining.
thoughts, Winter. Blacklist Rivalry banning the Timbersaw? Banning the Timbersaw first phase?
Talon
Yeah, they won with Timber yesterday against Aurora. I think he played really well. He also got 1 point in armor. He got a Wraith Band for the laning phase. I was checking out the replay a couple of moments ago, so I wasn't exactly ignoring you like you so claim. So I was watching what he did in the game. They had a pretty decent combination with Grim. So he ink swells him, he blinks in,
5
poof,
seconds
stuns
remaining.
everybody, does his thing, does his combo. I think it worked out really well in that game. It was a really close game though. I wouldn't say the Timbersaw solo won them the game, but he played well.
Yep. For those of you who don't know the reference, Winter had muted me before we went live today. I had to scramble for his attention. Timbersaw, so you think that this hero does have maybe a little bit of a niche in
You
this
would
kind
think
of a
that
meta?
it's good in a tank meta, right?
I would. I certainly would. I agree. But
Strength heroes being so hard to kill. Where is Timbersaw?
maybe it's just like the thought process, right? Timbersaw, I don't know, it's weird to say because I feel like this hasn't necessarily been true for a while for him, even when we used to see him pretty frequently. Reactive armor was never really his bread and butter. I feel like we started really seeing a shift towards using Timber Chain in lane, even at level 1 a lot more. Even a couple points in Whirling Death, and just out of the gate being aggressive. So maybe it is a little bit more about that level 1 matchup. Either way, banned out in this game. We want to end up seeing him. Not for talent, not for Blacklist Rivalry. Okay, so there's going to be the flex position, kind of, I guess. I mean, really, this is quite a flexible draft from Talon in theory. I'd be pretty surprised if this was not a core Earth Spirit. Yeah, it is a core Earth Spirit. So they're going to lock in the Willow Venge support duo, probably a mid Earth Spirit and a safe lane Templar. What's your opinion on the Vengeful Spirit as a hero right now? We saw Taiga try and play a couple games with it, I believe.
Situational. He is a position 5 hero where you pick him. You need the draft to be somewhat able to utilize the minus armor. And you want to have like a frontliner that can kill people, so you can use the swap when he's trying to go in aggressively. I think TA is she's not exactly a frontliner, but she's a hero that wants to go in and play very risky to kill and snipe people off, and if things go south, you have the bench to swap you.
Right.
I think that's pretty much the idea of the combo here.
Basically, you're saying that the new TA Tide, the Templar Tide,
No, 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 no. That's
it's now
different.
it gives you everything, right?
Yeah. Gives you more than everything. It gives you a second chance at life.
That it does. That it does. And who wouldn't
Radiant
like a second
team
chance
back.
every now?
Yeah,
and then?
imagine if you get such a good game that you have the axe. That's literally your second chance at life.
It's true. It's true. Okay, a high armor hero is going to be the choice of carry. It's Raven's classic Terrorblade here as well. A little bit of magic damage, a lot actually, to be
10
honest, on this
seconds
Earth Spirit
remaining.
Willow. But of course, this Templar and, well, Avenge in the lane with
5
magic damage
seconds
and the missile
remaining.
always being annoying. But mostly, it's a lot of physical burst is what we're looking at, especially into the late
Yep.
game.
And not to mention the
Esports
Skadi that
turn to
eventually will come
ban.
up from TV. That's a very, very good item against Templar Assassin in the team fights. Can't really move, you can't really do anything outside your BKB. If your BKB runs out against TB with Skadi, you're basically donezo. But on the other hand, for TA, the game is a lot faster for you. You can get Roshan, take the map, clear Ancients quickly. So it's about outpacing the Terrorblade, I would say, for the TA.
I would also say that Blacklist have a couple of ways of slowing down the game a little bit, right? I think Muerta can be really annoying at
10
delaying
seconds
engagements with
remaining.
Deadshot and the calling. Kunkka as well has got a little bit of range where he can poke
5
with an X, a
seconds
torrent, and
remaining.
a tree, of course, to
Yeah.
slow down the game.
You're painting a very disgusting picture. The calling, water park,
Yeah,
there's some Trian casting spells in the tree, so
that's what I'm saying. You know, we've yet to see probably the Blacklist offlaner,
Radiant team back.
but you know, you pair that with something. For example, what have we banned out so far? Is a Centaur in the pool, like a Centaur, for example, right? Who is going to be able to stand out front, kind of defend those towers. Maybe another wave clearer, for example. You know, and Talon might struggle to actually kind of play a little bit of a faster game until they get a
10
little bit more
seconds
goals.
remaining.
I don't know. What do you think about that picture I'm painting here?
yeah, it makes sense.
5
If you have like
seconds remaining.
a strong laner, Centaur, Muerta lane, and you can kind of get a couple of kills in the laning phase against TA and the Venge, that would definitely slow the game a lot for them. Because they have to basically, I don't want to say perfect, but they have to have a very, very good start for this kind of lineup to work against the Terrorblade. If your game is even slowed by 1 or 2 minutes, it's going to affect a lot of your timings, and you might not be able to get that Roshan
Radiant
for free.
team pick.
And TB might just, win the game, very easily. So time is of the essence for Talon here.
With that being said, do you think they should pick a third fast core, or do you think some
Talon?
scaling? Yeah, or do you think that some scaling? I mean, they'll get to respond to Blacklist, so I guess we should maybe focus
10
on what Blacklist are going to be looking
seconds
for. They've banned out the Doom. Necro's
remaining. 5
banned.
seconds remaining.
Who else is like the Doom counter? Weaver?
I mean, Terrorblade doesn't really like playing against Doom because of
Weaver's
you can't
bad.
cast Thunder, right? So you die.
Sure.
So maybe that's why. Because they're banning out Darkseer also. So the last two bans is catered to the Terrorblade, protecting the Terrorblade's game.
I think that's a good read. What do you think about maybe a Storm Spirit?
I mean, they're still Primal, right? Pretty sure they're still Primal. I kind of still prefer Primal over that.
Talon Esports turn to
All right, good call, Winter. He woke up on the right side of the bed.
No, I drank my coffee.
I'm still just starting to sip into it now, actually. So, you know, I'll wake up in just a bit. But this Primal Beast is going to be a rude awakening for what is already a pretty tough lane. Muerta Primal. I think the
10
two newest
seconds
heroes in the game
remaining.
do tons of work early in this laning stage. Big power spikes at
5
level
seconds
3, 5
remaining.
again for this Primal. And your safe lane's kind of set already, isn't it? Is this a big problem here? Do Talon just want to get their levels and leave the lane and farm? Like, what's your read on this? How do Talon need to respond?
Stack. This lane is not fun to fight head on Primal and Muerta. Once they get their levels, I don't think you can actually stand in the lane and farm comfortably as a tier. You want to just shuffle the lane, go jungle, tell a bench, please go stack Ancients for me. I'll come later to give you the levels. That should be the game plan for the bench TA. So to round up the draft, they're gonna need some team fight offlaner. I think like some tanky offlaner. You buy all the team items because you have a fast-paced draft, right? And you want to end the game early, so you need an offlaner to buy all the team items to sustain everybody. Kind of like a pipe. I think pipe would be great this game against the Kunkka. You need a pipe carrier.
It's an early pipe carrier. Okay.
It's still tight, right?
Facts.
Oh,
You may now
okay, this is like
select
all
your
in,
heroes.
fast pace,
Yeah.
the draft is very, very all in on the early game. I would say like 20 minutes, like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Their heroes are very strong at that point. X is very strong in the lane against this Terrorblade Treant Protector, double melee. So expect if the X gets a very good start, I think a lot of the game would be hinging on his quick dagger blade mirror timing, and you add the Desolator and the TA to that. So the game could easily go out of control if those two heroes get a very good start. And I expect Earthspirit to, he's still gonna get he's not gonna win his lane, but he's gonna get his levels, control some runes, and play around the side lanes. So I think it's gonna be a very, very fast and furious
10
game for
seconds
Talon if they
remaining.
play their cards correctly.
I like it. Fast and furious. What do you think? What does a why don't we see too many teams in this kind of a meta winter going for such a fast-paced, all-in kind of a lineup as you
Risky.
described it?
It's risky.
But why? What's different about the map? What's changed? Is
You wanna
scaling just
farm.
safer?
You want to farm because it's so hard to push high ground. That's why you want to scale. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have supports that scale extremely well. On the Willow, if you can get early minders, you farm your Aghanims for the bench as well. You get your Aghanims. Those supports are great. But your costs, on the other hand, comparing to the enemy costs, don't really exactly match up in terms of scaling, except for the Earth Spirit. I think Earth Spirit can match up. But X and TA, you don't really want to go like 50 minutes against a Terrorblade and Primal. Obviously, those heroes are going to get a lot more value with their talents and items.
Okay. I mean, I see that. That makes sense. It's just, I don't know, right? We've seen a couple teams at TI been able to go up to high ground fairly easily. This time around, the game plan looks pretty good as well for Talon, I have to say. Vengeful Spirit, the wave for Vision, or Spirit to follow up to roll in, Axe to follow up and counter initiate, TA blinking. I could see it being really good here. I like the idea a lot for Talon, and even if this Willow is not in frame here for the highlight, I will kind of give them, in my opinion, Winter, a bit of the edge here in game one. I think this fast-paced lineup might
Good
be
bet.
enough.
We've always seen teams like this being very successful in SEA. A good mix of different country players. They have a Pinoy. They have two Pinoys. They have two Indonesian. What? Oh no, they have one. Yeah, I'm getting confused. They have two. Okay, they have two. Pinoys.
Tread carefully, Winter. Chat's on your case, all right?
Two Malaysians and one Indonesian. So they have a good mix of different players, on this team. And
That's right.
usually we see teams that are having a good mix. It creates like a good outcome, like good chemistry in the end of the day. You would think that, you need 5 that speak the same language. But sometimes 5 speaking the same language doesn't bring you the desired result. You need a
That's
good
true.
blend of things.
It's true. Blacklist Rivalry last season ahead of the Bali Major, changing Cuckoo, swapping
30
in
seconds to
KP
battle.
is what I meant to say. They being Cuckoo, said that their comms improved a lot once they had to actually speak in English. A lot of the comms were cleared.
Yeah,
So,
give them an excuse to use English.
well, that's what Cuckoo said, all right? So, Boss Coo.
All right, let's see if Jocam and WS can steal the rune. They're being really sneaky. That's the ops though that sees them. Top side, Gabby and teams, they're trying to get
The
the top
battle begins.
runes.
Yeah, they'll get this
so
one.
it Might
for
end
two.
up being 2 for 2. I mean,
Yeah.
nice attempt, but I tell them to try to sneak one. I mean, this is why teams, they prioritize a lot. Either you smoke out and you place the 2 observer wards on, the rune spots. You have to be creative in where you place it, or you have a hero like Nature's Prophet and you just TP out and get the wards out.
Yeah, actually, Blacklist were going for a little sneaky play. They smoked bottom, anticipating Axe to be cutting down some trees. They were right, but I think some spidey senses were tingling there for WS, and he didn't really put himself in too much of a dangerous position.
I mean, it makes a huge difference when you can cut all the trees against the tree, and it makes it very awkward for him to play the lanes.
Oh, did you want to do that?
2 Malaysian players here then for Talon Esports. Do you think, Winter, if they win the event, are we going to get free tolls for a day?
Free, I would prefer public holiday on Monday.
Extra weekend for them.
I think we should be the country that has the most public holidays.
You are really, in KL especially, y'all are up there. For those of you who don't know, I don't know, Europe, they love their holidays, but 23 something public holidays a year is
Yeah, 20. I think 22.
it's up there, man. It's up there. And frequently, you know, everyone shuts down for almost 4 whole days at least for Chinese New Year. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun in Malaysia. Sometimes you'll wake up and you'll just be like, oh, it's a holiday.
Not so fun for the boss, you know, like, oh my god, I need to give them leave again.
Yeah, well, that's how it is. For Talon, they're hoping to earn their leave here by qualifying into the main event. Well, actually, it won't be too much of a calming period for them, would it? It will probably include lots of boot camping, scrims, and really preparing. I think this ESL 1KL event's the biggest one probably for the rest of the year, the calendar year anyway.
At least it's near home for them.
That's true, actually. Which
Same
are you
time
you
zone.
used to play professional Dota for a while, as I recall. How big of a difference does that make when you kind of play a home tournament? Did you ever get to play a big home tournament like this, an international one, back in the day?
Yeah. I mean, in Dota 1, sure, if you know the events. I think it could work against you because you're too comfortable at home.
Ah,
Some players might find that distraction, you know, if you're near your friends, near your girlfriends, you know, your family.
I can see that. Ponyo has a magic missile, but wants to maybe conserve the mana here a little bit, not fight into Gabby with that uproar. See how it goes for these guys. Be kind of
I know some, you know, I know some orcs. They made rules about boot camping away from home just for this reason. You know, they don't want the boot camp to be near any specific area.
I like that tracks. Careful down bottom though. WS taking tons of damage here as Raven letting loose with the first metamorphosis.
Oh, body block.
The body blocks are really good. Can WS get out of here? His TPing away will be just fine.
Wow.
Jokum in the meantime. Oh, the Shadow Realm with the attack. Okay, Raven was holding onto the stick. They're going to hit him as well here with the Battle Hunger. First Blood's actually top lane. We'll stick around down bottom where Jokum is going to be able to get this kill. Raven didn't get the last hit though, as Akashi will make it a 1-for-1 top lane. Equalizing onto Tim's.
Yeah, Siling's playing very aggressive with their level 2 spike, and WS is now level 3 thanks to what Joakim did, saving his ass there. That's what you want your position for to do for you as the offlaner.
Oh yeah.
You give him the command and tell him, I will repay you in a moment's notice.
Both supports TP in mid, by the way, for the bottle refill in
classic, you know, you lose the side lane, refill mid bottle, and then they get the 4-minute rune. It's classic. You gotta keep every core happy, you know, Richie.
It's true.
Do it for you. If you die for your side lane cores and you don't refill the bottle for the mid laner, he's gonna feel left out.
They get jealous.
My supports only care about the side lane cores.
It's all that experience, Winter, all the rules that they had to make against you, trying to keep all the girlfriends happy when you were boot camping. Is that what you're? Is that what?
I mean, don't do me like that.
He's a different man now. He's a different man.
Get me in trouble, you know. I don't want to be on the couch. I have only one couch now.
Oh no. Oh no. Down bottom, Carlo looking to get a little bit more aggressive here versus WS. 2 points now in this counter helix. Vanguard nearly online here as well for the Axe. So this lane's gonna get a lot stronger here pretty shortly.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot more boring, right? That's what you're saying. Because the TB can't lane anymore. That's the Vanguard. He's gonna go jungle.
That's right. I mean, that's right. That's something I would say. And honestly, Winter, I challenge you to disagree with me because it's already looking a little bit boring for Raven here, who's just shy of 20 last hits here.
He's gonna have to wait for the mid laners to come and help him. They don't have an excuse to not come now because the supports went and refill their bottles, right? They have
that's how it works, right? That's how it works.
Yes, that's precisely how it works. The mid laner doesn't get a bottle refill, they'll make some snide comments. So now I don't have mana, guys, you know, I can't help. I wonder why I don't have mana. Now 6-minute rune coming up in 30 seconds. So the support's gonna have to cater to those mid laners that want the special treatments with the stacks, the mana refills and everything.
How are the stacks coming along? A couple stacks right now here. Looks like Jokum's about to start stacking in the
top
dire
lane.
triangle.
Akashi has to be careful, he's way up. And here comes the Twin Gate gank.
Yeah. Runes are spawning in as well. We'll keep our eyes on Akashi here and see how the battle for the runes goes.
They have
very
a
quickly.
blood grenade to break the refraction, so Akashi can easily die here.
Rune spawns bottom. It's just the illusion. Their spirit's going to be able to roll into that one. Here goes WS. Can they get this kill? Looks pretty easy, to be honest with you, Winter. Even with the dead shot, out they go. Easy kill there. Jokum cannot find anyone here.
Even
With
Abed's
the
coming
Bramble
up. He
Maze,
gets
but
the torrent.
Abed rotating on through. The torrent is there, calling here. Not going to prevent the Shadow Realm from coming through, so the boat will not connect onto anything. But Jokum, having committed the TP scroll, has no way out of this one. The Ted shot will connect. Carlo collecting the kill.
I swear that is the most fancy spell in Dota right now.
Dead shot.
Hands down. Yeah.
What else is
Yeah.
Vector cast right now? There's not too many, right?
Tangle, yeah. Darkseer ulti.
And I think Ice Wall on Invoker.
Yeah, but come on, how are those as fancy as that shot?
I think hold on. I think Eighth the Remnant
Here
could
comes
be
Raven.
fancy. Yeah, but Raven, he's got this meta active. Akashi and Ponyo have completed their TPs back. Abed back from farming just this top side of the map, looking to try and set up another kill. Cool guys, don't look at their torrent setup, says Abed, as he might not even come in for the kill. Just waiting for any extra reinforcements to come in, trying to snag the last hit, but it'll go
Very,
to
very
Gabby.
nice.
2 back-to-back kills here onto Akashi. His tower's down. That's not a good start for him.
Yeah. TA, you know, 32 last hit, 2 deaths. That is no bueno.
And Winter,
You see how they use the twin gates. This is what you want to do as a carry player.
exactly. The thing I was just about to point out is WS has just hit level. He's hit level 6, and he's just finished off his Vanguard. It's a perfect time for the TB to just get out of the lane and find some space somewhere else.
Not normally you see some kind of carry player just go jungle with the illusions, but not Raven. I'm here to help my buddies out on the other side of the map.
Indeed.
It's very important for you to connect onto the offlaner. I think the carries and the offlaners, in the way games are being played right now, you have kind of a lot of interaction with each other because of the twin gate.
Radiant are scanning.
You're holding each other's hands, you know, you have to help each other. I help you get your tower, you're gonna help me defend my tower.
Nice
That's
job.
the hidden contract, you know, within the offlaners and the carry players.
Carlo dropping it to Yoe. I'm glad Carlo's feeling a lot better, especially after how he had to end the day yesterday on a couple of rough tree placements.
Don't remind me.
Oh, look,
Oh
he
my-
just dropped the tip onto Yoe after breaking his smoke. I think he's feeling a lot better. That's the reason I'm bringing it up, right? I'm acknowledging the difficult day he had, especially at the end of the day. And he's feeling a lot better
Difficult
about it now.
last 5 minutes, you would say.
Yeah, that was really tough.
It wasn't the whole day, but the last 5 minutes.
Well, I think with Dota, it's a lot about how you end your day, right? Because you could.
Tell me more.
Cause
I want to get that one more game, one extra game. before I go to
exactly.
bed.
I want to end on a win. I want to end on a win, and then you have just the worst.
You know it's the
worst game.
same for dinners and lunch. You don't want to finish your meal having a bad dessert, you know, people remember it.
Is that
You can
true?
have yeah, you can have a bad starter, but as long as you like the dessert, you still be fine at the end.
Why do Malaysians eat rojak then? That doesn't.
What? You're trying to say, oh, I know what you're trying to do here. You're trying to get yourself in trouble.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Not
You should,
about the.
say, you should say why do they end the meal with chendol?
Nah,
What's
Chendel.
scanning.
Chendel is good. I cannot. You know, I can't say anything about Chendel, but
Yeah.
shrimp paste for dessert, it's a little. That one is one I could never, get into. I've tried though. I've tried once.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough, you know. Definitely tastes like a weird dessert if you have no idea what it is.
Very savory. Maybe in another 10 years I'll like it. Who knows?
10 years? You've already spent 5 years here.
Yep. I know.
Another 5.
I think I should need to be a bit older. It's probably that acquired taste. These supports on the side of Talon are very under-leveled. 10 minutes in, still level 4 for Jokum. He's
Yeah,
about
they
to
didn't
hit
get
5.
a lot of stacks cleared by the TA. The bench wants the TA to clear some of the stacks. I think he has some actually decent amount of stacks here, 5 ancient stacks on both sides. But the Axe is actually gonna take it, so not the TA. I mean, this is the thing, you know, like Axe and TA, they both one clear the ancient. So if the early game does not go well for the TA, then it's kind of sad for the TA because she kind of wants it, but she understands that you want to get your blink.
This smoke just a little bit miss. Well, I wouldn't say
They got
miss
it.
time. They're going to be able to at least contest the hard cam stack as WS shall be killed. Look at that dead shot. Oh my. Oh my God, Tims. Sheesh. Look at him flexing on us with that little vector
You
cam.
tell me, no, there's other better.
Aether, I think Aether Remnant, because it's a little bit slower, it can be a little bit sometimes more fancy. I get it, though. I get your point. Did Yowie turn around mid-roll because of the fear? Did you see that? Is that how that worked? I thought he... Carlo able to get off the NP, or sorry, the tree into ulti, and it actually might just save his life. Not quite. Yowie is going to have that boulder smash to condemn him. Yowie the DD rune here as well. But Gabby is ready for the pulverize. Axe, though, WS not able to find the dunk in time because of the pulverize. Sunder will come through. That's going to condemn both WS and Yowie. They're looking for Jokum now. Akashi has got really no business being here anymore. It's just going to have to watch another core go down. All right, a little bit too fancy there, Tims. Almost go, well, and is going to die, actually, I think, to the trap damage after he took a big side blade spill.
Have you not heard the saying? They always land the fancy ones but miss the easy ones.
That's exactly
Just for sure.
Yeah.
Just for sure. Just to prove a point that I can play this hero. But when it comes to the easy one, oops.
That's why I can never hit the hooks when they're rooted, you know? I need to hit the blind ones.
They always tell you because you have spending so much concentration on hitting the fancy ones, you have no energy left for the simple ones. That's why you miss the simple ones.
Good fight there, though, for Blacklist Rivalry, especially keeping Raven alive to take down that tier 1 tower.
You see what happened there, Richie? He helped the Primal get his tower, so in return, the Primal came and saved his life.
That's right. Like a superhero. A dinosaur superhero. Careful, WS with the blink just off the mark. He actually might end up losing his life here. TPs are coming in. Here is Gabby. They have something to interrupt that teleport out. Jokum unable to find anyone there on the terrorize as the dead shot. It's gonna probably see him also die as he tried to invade the triangle.
This game is looking very, very tough for Talon right now. The heroes are not going to function very well from behind at this stage, you know, and getting the Roshan is going to be something in the distance at the moment for the PA.
Maybe Gabby dies here? No.
How?
No, he doesn't die. He's got Blade Mail.
He's got Occult Bracelet. Used to be 10% magic resist. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I remember with that. Yeah, that's...
Oh. And all these strength heroes get it, and you're like, why are they not even dying? You click on them.
How come... This guy has like a sliver of HP left. How come I used Finger and he didn't die? Oh, he had 500 HP? He has a heart 13 minutes in? What?
Then you get used to things and you just decide, alright, I'm just gonna pick Ancient Apparition and Ice Blast and every game.
Yeah, that'll do, right? That'll do.
Life of position 5 and what can I pick? I need percent damage or I need something to stop the heal. So it's either AA or you pick Phoenix. And the cool kids will tell you, I want to play Treant.
No, the cool kids will tell you, give me Timbersaw. That's what the cool kids are saying.
That's not a support hero.
Not a support hero, but I guess on supports that's what you got, but you know. What else?
Right,
what else
I get it, the anti-tank hero.
What else is percentage? We're not seeing too much Bloodseeker Shard. Not too. I mean, we saw a
we
PA
saw
game.
It yesterday. We saw it yesterday their last game against Aurora. Talon picked Bloodseeker.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I was also thinking that's the what else is like core percentage based damage, right? Bloodseeker Shard, PA, Fan of Knives, Timbersaw.
Oh, wait a minute. Tims is gonna find his counterpart, the bench.
He is, and he's might go down for this one. Pierce the Veil active. It's hard to kill him. Blood Grenade actually might do the trick here. I think it'll just be enough HP. Gets the Rod of Atos delivered. He's going to be A-okay. Another very fancy dead shot here as Tims picks up the double kill. WS was looking for a way in there with the blink. Maybe trying to find his first dunk, but can't get done.
It's going to be hovering all over the Morita the whole game to see how he uses his Q. I mean, I'll tell you, that's not an easy spell to use, based on experience.
That's true. They make it look a lot easier. Uh-oh. Bot lane in trouble. A beautiful kick in there. But the overgrowth, the dunk's just not enough damage. He still gets the kill, though. I think he could have sundered.
He could have sundered.
I think he could have sundered. Raven didn't know. He probably thought he was dead. In comes the boat now. It'll connect onto two, but the fight's looking pretty darn good for Talon. WS a bit worse for wear now as in comes Tims with the call-in. That'll prevent any further spells here. Can Gabby actually get any more? They'd love a kill onto WS. Blink in 2 seconds. He's going to be out of there. Ponyo, however, could be in for some more trouble. WS healing salve there. Oh,
he
my
missed
goodness.
the
The
dead
dead
shot
shot
now.
split the gap. Gabby's going to go down. Akashi even getting involved here. That's fresh Desolator. First 2 stacks on it. Is this enough to re-accelerate the game for Talon? Are they back on track?
That's a very good trade for sure. You have Desolator completed on TA now. It's a nighttime rush, so a bit difficult for the Dire team to get to that position. I mean, unless you're just using the outposts, but you don't have a tower there now, so you don't really feel that great going up to that position of the map. So maybe Roshan is still not yet in the cards. He's gonna finish his blink in a bit. So I think time to go, take a smoke and go fight again. I think the TB just kind of did not realize that the leech seed and overgrowth saved him.
Yeah.
The X needed one more right click before the dunk, and he couldn't get it because of overgrowth, and then he decided to just dunk anyway, and it missed. And TB was like, why am I alive? That's why never get your hands off the keyboard until you are truly dead.
It's true. I agree. Looks like he had issued a move command and went, well, I'm called. See you later.
Oh, it looked like more like he just gave up and he thought he was just dead for
Yeah, I agree. Oh, well, I think now that'll be the wake-up call here for Raven, as we'll see if he wants this Manta style. He does have, of course, the Yasha and the Ultimate Orb ready, but may decide to just go full in for the Scotty.
SMY is good against X. Normally you get SMY.
Ah, yeah.
Manta's like more of like a farming item, and sometimes it can work against like if you're playing against a Treant, you need a Dispel. Let's see. So Talon has the dagger on the TA now. Let's see what can they do with it. They need to shove up the waves here. The waves are not very good for the Dire team. So X is going to show himself at bot.
Shield rune though for Abed.
Yeah, he wants to fight. He has a BKB, by the way.
Gonna go into the triangle there. The rolling boulder on in. Okay, a swap with the X mark applied. He's gonna pull him back into the boat. Nice job
root.
blocking the rolling boulder as the root is gonna find Gabby prevented getting up the pulverize. The rest of his team still trying to get up to the high ground as Ponyo still alive here. Gabby continuing to pulverize. They have the kill at least onto Jokum, but it's gonna be Gabby who is dunked now by WS Yoe, kicking back Abed as Raven activating the Metamorphosis. The fear is going to be able to find Akashi. Can they actually find him, though, as he just melts and blinks
Not
away?
Too bad.
One
Not
for
too
two. Yeah, they steal the stack, right? They steal the stack.
But they lost the core. I thought it was okay for Talon, but maybe it's better for Blacklist right now because they caught the stack.
Yep. And they're going to be able to push out a couple more waves. Perhaps with the rest of this Metamorphosis, they'll get this mid-tier 1 tower. They can look to continue trying boxing Talon, you know, away from that first Roche. It's going to probably have to go down bottom now. So
I would say that I kind of maybe prefer the Primer to go for BKB instead of the Heart first. Like the Bramble is very annoying for him to charge into if he doesn't have BKB.
Radiant scan. On Blacklist right now, I kind of want to try and defend this tier 1 tower. Just delay this Roche. You know, you keep this tower alive. It's gonna make it really difficult for Talon to actually take down the Roche.
Are their spells up? Root is up in 40 seconds on Treant. Bolt is up.
They don't have a meta for 80. So
he can come and sunder his teammates. I think he should still fight if his team wants to defend a tower. Sometimes just coming in and dropping a sunder off like your Primal or your Conquer could be a game changer in the fight.
I agree. I like this call from Blacklist. They're going to be able to just kind of park a couple heroes down here. The vision game is pretty strong from Talon. They've got this ward behind the tower, one next to their 2-1 tower, but
very nice.
But they will be able to smoke across here. They being Blacklist Rivalry, we'll see what they can find. Gabby has a heart. I thought he was going for the BKB first. No, that was Abed. I think Abed, yeah, he has his BKB now. That's all ready, and the Ogre Axe for the Water Park Kunkka.
3,200 HP, pretty much. He doesn't even have the strength membrace. He has the agility one, right? He definitely has way more than that. Probably didn't realize he swapped to the wrong one.
Maybe he wants the armor. Ponyo.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Is going to get rooted here by Carlos Shard into the dead shots. Yeah, Gabby is going to be able to find an easy kill. All right. Easy kill. Down bottom, though, WS with the car. They're immediately pushing. Tim's eager to defend this. TPs are incoming. That's Abed looking to complete the TP. Look at the call in here, preventing WS from getting a kill. Now, almost killing off the Axe as well. As Talon.
Almost killed him.
Nice job, Abed. Once again, a fancy dead shot there. Kill goes to Abed at the end of the day.
And Gabby's like, I am the beast. I don't care. I'm going in alone for your
Raven's
wisdom
here.
tooth."
Tashi, good blink out. WS looking for a way in, but didn't like what he saw there with
Did
two
you get the
tanky
root?
heroes. No, I think Akashi got it. Yeah.
Okay. At least they got it.
But once
I
again,
was quite-
Winter.
I was quite surprised that the
Dire's
Moeta
bottom
almost
tower
killed
is
the
under
Axe there.
attack.
Holy shit. He doesn't even have any damage item apart from like the Atos, you know. He just almost killed him. The two ray bands kind of help with the attack speed, I guess.
Your admiral is on board.
Roche.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's actually going to be
is under
Blacklist
attack.
taking it, huh? Anamorphosis used. Doesn't really seem like Talon are going to be able to contest this, especially not with TI on the other side of the map. It's going to go down way too fast.
Not much they can do here. They've already secured the area. Lanes are already shoved out. Pretty difficult for Talon to contest this. They just have to sit back, wait. I mean, they're gonna get BKB on Axe, so that's a big item.
Radiant's
Akashi's
middle
getting
tower
a
is
Lincoln
under
Sphere,
attack.
alright? So just wants to deal with the Sunder, I presume. He's actually so high level on the TA, it's almost level 20. It's level 19 now. What the hell? Classic TA things.
Takes the Wisdom and the Tormentor. Not a bad time for Akashi. It's actually Yoei.
Why did the call get the shard? I already bought it.
Okay, why did the core get the shard? Venge already had hers, so it was a 50-50 between the next two richest. So it was between it was between Ponyo and Yahweh.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Bad
is
luck,
under
I
attack.
guess.
Yeah, bad luck. Tims, speaking of, he might go down here. WS with the call, and they're gonna have an easy dunk onto him. Nice job. The rest of Blacklist Rivalry just pushing top lane.
And looking at the vision, the train got a very deep vision there. Very nice vision.
A sneaky,
Radiant's
sneaky
bottom
spot.
tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
it's gonna make it very easy for them to push the
Dire's
tower
top
when they
tower
have
is
do
under
they have meta
attack.
up soon or 60 seconds.
How do you like Talon's high ground chances? I'm not sure if Blacklist Rivalry are necessarily wanting to go high ground here on this first stages. I think they're happy to extend the game out of this dangerous window where Talon, you know, the more items they pick up, the stronger they get, but are kind of
Radiant's
peaking or
bottom tower is
plateauing,
under
perhaps.
attack. Radiant are scanning.
But how's their high ground defense here? How do you rate it, Talon?
Swap's always nice. Repositioning tool, you got the kick, you got the
Dire's top
swap.
tower
Those
is
tools are
under
always very
attack.
good at defending high ground, but I mean, I feel like right now, Blacklist, they're kind of like not really committing to getting the tower, and Talon's getting a lot of the map, you know, they're speeding up, they're farming a lot of
Radiant's bottom tower is
camps,
under attack.
and Blacklist, they're kind of huddling up
Radiant
together. I guess they were afraid
structures
also
are
to go alone because there's the axe with blade mill in the game, so you don't really feel
Radiant's
comfortable
middle
pushing out
tower
lanes
is under
alone. But unfortunately, that's given
Dire's
Talon a
top
lot of
tower
space
has
on the map to farm right now.
It has. They've been
They have the axe, right? On the
under
bench. Or
attack.
bench has axe.
Okay. So it's Venge eggs. I think I just saw who else just purchased an
Who
eggs?
else has the
I think
eggs?
Abed just got his. Yeah, Abed.
Okay. My TA almost has Lincoln's already and level 20. Alright, the Melt Dispel is gonna be very useful against the root for sure.
Wait, hold on. Raven's down here. Okay, he's not going to walk under this ward yet, but this ward's still up for Talon. It just picked up a kill onto Tims, so they ought to know that something's here. But Raven's going to be like pretty safe, and now he's got the rest of his team smoking on over to him, covering their tracks.
Yeah, he's gonna connect to his team so they can actually maybe take a fight around the Ancients area. They don't have any good observer wards here yet.
Radiant
I mean,
are
Trian's
scanning.
trying to set up one. Okay, he has one behind the tower.
Yeah. Blacklist scan as well. We'll let them know that there's an axe here. Their smoke's breaking. They don't see a gem there on the high ground. Deadshot
2
finds an empty
minutes
can.
on the Aegis, by the way. Still 2 minutes.
Might go dive in underneath this tower for Jokum. Nice Yule Scepter out from him. Sets up for the X mark though, out from Abed. Torrent boat combo incoming here. We'll see if there's a swap out. There is. Instead, they're going to pick up Ponyo as Yoei. Quick silence there onto that pulverize.
nice
WS
call.
following up with the call. Now onto two. Yoei rolling in. There's going to be now the side blade damage as Abed, worse for wear. Not even popping the BKB here. He's dead. That's only his first life. Tornstorm is running, but Gabby is also not looking so great. Ponyo is going to die as
Yes,
Abed
Axe.
still holding on to the BKB. Tims is going to be the next call target as Akashi blows him up. I think that was a Mel strike. Abed holding on to the BKB with the Vessel Charge applied. Carlo is next to go down as Ponya with that Ags still going hard. Now Raven looking to turn, holding this high ground. There's that Scotty slow doing work here onto Akashi. He's going to hide now with the meld. It's going to set up for the call onto Raven. Can he get the Thunder off silence? No, he cannot. The dunk. He goes down. That's going to be 4 dead, maybe 5 here as Gabby, regrettably, is not going to be able to escape. Surrounded by, well, 3 heroes and a Vengeful Spirit, he goes down.
Oh boy, they played the fight so well. They were like going in and out. I think the he was exceptional with all the blink calls there in that fight. He got 2 good calls on 2 heroes, the calls, and that kind of like set up his team for success in that team fight. Oh boy, oh boy. That was the Aegis, and three of the calls did. I think Moeta also died.
Yep.
4 heroes.
It was a wipe. It was a full wipe with through the Aegis as well. They just did way too much damage. Honestly, it just kind of seemed like it was a bit of an overextension. They, you know, kind of dove initially for this kill, and I liked Raven's idea of trying to hold this high ground, but this kind of natural choke point really ended up being the deaths of them with how great WS played the fight, like you highlighted.
And he doesn't have enough survivability maybe without the SMY, you know, against the X. But he's actually not going SMY. He's going for Manta. So he's probably just counting on dodging the X call.
I guess, right? I think the silences for him have been an issue here as well.
He has a BKB. I don't know, but
yeah, right. That's true. That's true. I guess it could be the calls. Careful here.
Yeah, but like you said, the main problem is how they took the fight. They went on the low ground and WS.
KB active here by Abed. Didn't want any of that smoke.
I mean, things are definitely getting tense right now for Blacklist. They were in such a commanding position, I would say, like 5-6 minutes ago, and now they're behind. They have a better scaling draft, but
top tower has
they need to figure out how they can actually get towards their next set of items. He's dying so easily to the call, you know. I was quite surprised, you know. Like one call, he was like around 70-80% HP, but the TA was like right clicking him.
Yeah.
And then there's the bench minus armor, and then he just died, you know.
It's a scary world.
The bench X, you know, with the shard, the double stuns, is actually proving to be quite useful in the fights.
Super annoying. She still gets to cast her spells. As Vengeance Aura as well for that base bonus damage is a really nice benefit with your TA, especially when you know stack that with the minus armor you have. Yeah, it's a good strat. It's a good strat.
And on the other hand, the 2 position 4 players, one has Midas, one doesn't have Midas. So Jokem's ready for the long haul with the Midas, whereas for Tims, he has a Shadow Blade and Rod of Aethos. More like he wants to fight now, but it's quite concerning when you go this type of items and your team is not exactly winning the fights.
Away. He's going to have eyes on Raven, who does avoid the rolling boulder, but Yoichi's going to simply roll back. No way to really catch him here.
And next rush is going to be up, maybe up in 40 seconds, so definitely that's going to be a very, very important time for Blacklist to decide whether we should huddle up in our base and play for high ground, or are we going to smoke out and try to fight in the rush pit against this Axe, Earth Spirit, Venge, Axe, TA.
Carlo's keeping the waves pushed out down bottom. So got a ward here on the Twin Gate. So it seems like Blacklist at least making a move here to try and get something before Roche.
I think that's pretty smart, because the next Roche is going to be on the bottom side.
Right.
So they're preemptively getting ready. I know it's very important, so I guess they're deciding as a team, we should take this.
Yep. I mean,
this Roche fight.
At the very least, right, this approach gives them the option of contesting the Roche fight, right? Sometimes, and I think a reason why you want the Roche spawn to be random, sometimes it feels hard, right? If the enemy team's already set up to even contest a Roche, it's too fast, down it goes, right? Yada yada. But you know, Blacklist Rivalry doing the smart thing, just getting ahead of it. It's a fast Roche spawn as well here. Carlos just gonna miss it.
Are they gonna scout it? That's the question right now.
Radiant's top tower.
We'll see.
Is anybody gonna walk in, send an illusion in, something?
I think they will. Let's see, Blacklist Rivalry cam, indeed.
Right, but the enemy team is ready. I think Talon's gonna be able to get here on time. They should This is a very, very scary fight for Blacklist. If they lose this fight, the game might actually just be over for them.
Ooh, high stakes then. They've got some illusions cutting the waves top, mid. Should push here as well in favor of Talon as the
Pay
fight sets
attention
up.
to the formation. Like who is standing where. We have Gabby in the trees. We have Abed on the Konka on the high ground here.
Alright.
He's going to be the front liner. He wants the attention on him.
That was a grip out from Yoei, which actually ended up silencing Gabby. I don't know if he was maybe reaching for a pulverize there. I couldn't.
He's trying to bait them into a bad position, like a concave, so that the Kanka Torrent Storm is going to destroy them.
At the same time, WS wouldn't mind fighting there. The issue is like between him and Yoei, he tends to be one of the frontliners. Roche has not been started here quite yet. Just taking a look at the vision, WS not making the jump quite yet. Here's what Talon see, right? They just see a big dinosaur. They know, actually, Abed's now up on this high ground, on the Twin Gate. Send Ponyo in to scout the Roche. It's full HP. No rush here for Talon. They can afford to kind of take their time. These TP illusions as well being used to clear waves. It's just a little standoff.
Send some of the illusions through the Twin Gate.
I agree. I agree. But I think they also want these illusions to be able to ensure that the creep wave doesn't get pushed behind the tower. Ponyo finds Tims. Tims trying to sneak around with the Shadow Blade, but the Gem of True Sight, it's going to condemn him. Actually, it's the Calling Blade to do it specifically. Want to buy back quite yet as Gabby charging on through is going to be lifted by the Yule Scepter. Doesn't have the BKB, so the Terrorize onto him. The Axe Call onto two. Abed and Raven now popping the BKB. The utility here is already utilized. A nice swap out gets WS out of danger. Instead, Ponyo's going to have to eat the Pulverize. Double stun. We'll see if he can actually escape here as Yoei onto the back lines, finding that kill onto Carlo. They're still dealing with the Vengeful Spirit, and this is a dead Venge now, out for 40 seconds, but a big call. Can they follow up on it? Raven needs the Sunder, has a big one. It's onto Abed, but thank you very much, he says. WS will go down. Yoei falls in the meantime as he tried to get in there for additional damage. Akashi, I think, is getting tipped because he stood around a little bit too far away, in Gabby's opinion. Ended up losing the fight there. The dieback on the Tims, the buyback for Carlo, but it's well worth the price of admission here as Blacklist Rivalry win the fight.
That was so close. I mean, the fight could have been over if the Terrorblade didn't get sunk out there. And props to Blacklist saving him with the Konka and the tree. And I think the armor might have made a difference. You know, Carlo bought back and just cast some spells. And eventually it saved the TB. Just barely, you know, he almost died there. Very, very close. Maybe if the axe had level 20 Talon, he might have actually got it.
Ponyo just being a bit annoying to Gabby, pulling the creep wave off the tower, trying to prevent maximum damage here, but the damage can be done. Second Roche, Aegis and Cheese here into the hands of Blacklist Rivalry. Abed with the Cheese.
This bench is so annoying. Yesterday we saw Scam being so annoying on the Rubik, and today we see Ponyo on the bench, you know, with the Ags. He has the Defiant Shell, so it's pretty tanky in the team fight. It's pretty hard to bring down. You literally have to commit pause to right-click the illusion and the hero to kill him.
Yeah, it's super annoying. Super annoying hero right now. Waves pushed in, though, during the middle of that fight, so Blacklist Rivalry, they're going to have to spend the first couple minutes of this Aegis re-establishing equilibrium in their favor here for the creep wave, get them pushing under towers. We'll see where they end up going. It might be the next target. That was the location of their last bad fight. And are we close to any items? Is this going to be an overwhelming blink for Raven? What's this Reaver for? Satanic. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, Satanic. You want Satanic against X. For sure. I'm a bit surprised with the SMY, but I mean, you need Satanic. If you don't get SMY, you definitely need Satanic.
Right.
I mean, I'm so quite surprised that he didn't get the 10 stat talent, you know? Like, usually you get all the talents that would allow you to survive and get a Sunder off against something like an XT, you know, high burst damage, you know? So going for the Conjure Image talent, I mean, it's good when you're shuffling out lanes and everything, you know, but if you die because of not having the 10 stats in one fight, it might lose you the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, he has Aegis now, so he's probably not going to have to worry about it for a while.
Feeling pretty good about that. I think Gabby as well, feeling really good about his fresh BKB. I think previously for him, just the simple silences like the grip, this TA shard as well, right? Canceling his Pulverize have been a really big threat. Now they're going to need to swap out for the save or go in for a call to interrupt him. That's pretty significant.
Now that you say that, maybe he has to go on the bench only because of the swap.
Yeah?
You can't go on anyone else.
I think it depends how the fight's really starting, right? I think if you're initiating, then yes, I agree with you. That's easier said than done, of course, but a lot of the times when we see these fights start, because they're so patient here, it's a lot of poking and prodding. One team kind of commits, and then you'll see the swap out. And then that's kind of really freed him up as far as his target choice. But I do agree with
bot
you.
lane, Akashi. He might get caught here. He's staying a little too long.
Yeah, he is. The fear. Oh, it's the blink out. Gabby. Ooh, might not be fast enough. They have vision. They don't have a gem here. I think it's on Abed.
Okay. That was a calculated play, I guess, because he saw Abed TPing in down with the X Monk, with the gem, and then he went back with the X Monk, and then he realized, okay, I might be okay here with my Silver Edge, you know, since the gem is gone.
Yeah, force some rotations.
Yep, now Jokam gets the shot. Rejoice, all support rejoice. I have my tormentor shot, finally. And what is, oh, the T is getting the brooch. Yeah, that's good against the Terrorblade. It's a very, very good item.
Yeah,
Piercing through his armor.
lets you kill the Muerta as well, right? Lets you burst the supports at the start of the fight. Muerta's been a little bit annoying. They've been managing to get on top of Tims pretty consistently, but BKB and Pierce the Veil have otherwise been a little bit of a nuisance, to say the least.
Alright, still Talon has still some lead remaining from their previous fight. 7-8k lead, still a pretty good one. But the Terrorblade has Aegis now, and he's knocking on your front door. Gonna pop the meta to siege. They might have to try to swap someone in to start the fight here.
This, I will say though, Winter, this AK net worth lead, it's significant, but basically you can equate that to slight leads on the TA. Everyone else is pretty even, with exception of Ponyo. Carlo is poor. Okay, swap in, it's aggressive
Gabby.
onto Gabby, he's just down,
dead.
dunked,
No
dead
buyback.
for 80 seconds, no buyback. Raven as well, retreating. The boat should just allow him to cover that, no problem. Yo Way looking for more. There's a ward here on the high ground though for Blacklist Rivalry. Torrent Storm now, again, cover the tracks. That should be enough space. Yo Way still rolling
That was a
through.
huge miscalculation by Gabby. He thinks that he can't die with the cheese and the flames and the heart and everything. But he actually just got bursted with one swap into the call from Axe and a TA right clicking, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Basically that.
4 right clicks, 1,000 damage out
It
from
did
TA.
so much damage in 2 seconds.
You know, also what it was, look at this Bedlam damage, actually. That Bedlam damage did 1,200. That's no joke. That's, oh,
Yeah. Alright, he actually cannot do that anymore. He has to stay behind the Terrorblade. Imagine, right? The Primal Beast had 4k HP and he died in one call.
and
The Terrorblade has 3.5k HP.
he's got a ton of armor. He's got like over 30 armor, if I'm counting that right. He's got a Trickster's Cloak as well for even more magic
with
resist.
the Roach, I think he still dies.
It's just too much damage.
That is definitely a wake-up call, you know, for Blacklist.
He's got the gem on them. It's Yoe, right? Yoe with the gem? No, not anymore. Have they lost it?
Axe have it? No.
No, I guess they must have lost the gem.
Or maybe just put it back in the base? No.
They had a gem. I'm not crazy, right?
Your admiral is on board.
Maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe it was Carlo's gem originally. Now Abad's holding it. Could be wrong though in that last fight. WS in position to break smokes here. I'm not sure if that's really where he wants to be. They've catch a glimpse of him. He sees them. He's out of there just in the nick of time. That would have been quite the catch here for Blacklist Rivalry. He has buyback, but he's the only one actually on Talon that has
He's
it.
buying the Arcane Blink too. You're onto something.
I'm telling you, dude, it's these strength years. They just need mana. I guess maybe the strength blink, since it got nerfed so hard. Again, I'll do the calculation for everyone again. It's 100 mana every 7 seconds. If you blink, of course, every 7 seconds. Hold on, because I think I'm going to have to interrupt today's math lesson for a little bit of a fight. The Arcane Rune sniped by Gabby. Yoe jumping in. The stun is onto Raven. He already popped the Metamorphosis. They're on top of WS here with the Pulverize. They're looking for this quick kill here onto Ponyo. They're going to have to kill him again, though, but should have the damage. Swapping himself away from the fight. Is still going to die. Need to get more. Akashi doesn't have BKB here, Winter. This could be another kill. The Magnetic Grip trying to get him away. The 4-staff Jokum doing whatever he can to support his lads. Pretty good terrorize in the Bramble Maze as Yoe is going to be away. Akashi running away under the cover of that Silver Edge will be able to get out. Oh, and a nice blink away from Jokum. He might live here. Gabby, he's dead. But Akashi has TP, another blink, another melt, some more traps. He's okay. 2 dead though, just the supports. Blacklist Rivalry do use the Metamorphosis for that fight.
Yeah, I like how they're focusing the bench first, every fight. That's pretty much what they need to do to win the fights. If the bench is dead, fights just become so much easier.
And I think Carlo now, I mean, I was just kind of saying how he's so poor, and he is still, but he finally has his Blink Dagger. Finally. So he can get into these fights a bit easier now.
Yeah, he actually just needs to root the TA. But TA has the talent, the Mal Dispels, so you hope for the best and you hope you get the root on him.
Are you seeing how how few heroes on Blacklist have Shard? It's because
Did the TA steal both of them?
yeah, Akashi stole 2. I think only I don't know if Blacklist have done any of the Tormentors. I don't think I've seen them.
Probably not.
Akashi just stealing them.
Trian, I'm pretty sure the Trian bought his own shard.
Yes, he did.
Same for the Kanka.
I mean, do you really want this Pierce the Veil
What?
shard, or you want the
Demon Zeal. I mean, you kind of want Rock Throw. Come on,
Yeah.
Rock Throw is nice.
That one's your favorite, huh?
No, that's not. I told. What was my favorite? I told you. I'm pretty sure I told you my favorite yesterday. Either Sunray or something. Every day you ask me the question and then you want me to give you a different answer every day.
Well, you play a lot of
Or
Dota every day.
was I asking you the same question and you were giving me a different answer?
I said
every day?
everything's my favorite. Okay, that's quite the initiation here, and a quick
Oh,
kill
he got the Talon
onto
Axe!
one. Uh-oh. Axe hexed up. WS still's actually able to get off the call. Lots of bonus armor here. Raven doesn't have meta for 7 more seconds, holding on to that Sunders. They're trying to keep Ponyo out of this fight. Gabby's already down. Sorry, WS is already down, as Ponyo is going to die as well to Tims. Yowei on top of these supports, trying to look for a kill as the Sunder will basically full here Raven. They swap him over the cheese as well as Jokum is going to end up dying back here. The fight this time going much better for Blacklist Rivalry as they get, was that the Scythe, right? The Scythe onto WS, condemning him.
They first got the Torrent on him. He blinked into call and then he got hit by Torrent. He did not pop his BKB first. And I think he's going to learn his lesson, but I'm not sure if he has the time to repent this game. Game might be over.
He's got buy. He's got buyback, Winter. Do they have creeps mid? They do. Not anymore, though. These TA traps might just save them from losing all the lanes. Oh, and there's going to be another jump in from WS. Oh my god, the damage is so high, but the cheese consumed by Raven. If he is silenced, not muted, he gets it off. That's the dieback now from WS. Now that one just might be it. Akashi trapped to trying to stand his ground and fight. He has buyback, but doesn't have a lot of teammates to fight with him anymore, Winter. Creeps in the base, disabling the backdoor defense. It's at least Megas here. At least, if not just the game.
Oh, that was a nice attempt there, trying to surprise the Parablade before the top cheese.
Your admiral is on board.
They were close. to
They were
winning.
close, yeah. But Blacklist, they were so quick to pass Raven the cheese after he got the meta in the last fight, keeping that in the inventory, just knew he might have needed it. Really good save. No axe for 70. You will at least have the Willow back in a further 10, but there's no more fortifies here. Don't want to give up the Megas, but they might not have a choice here. Raven sent to work here on the buildings. In goes Yowei. Tims pops the BKB. Tims is trying to fight here versus the chorus. Gabby blinking in, following the swap here. That's the pulverize onto Yowei. They will be able to pull him back. And it's a quick kill onto Ponyo. They even tidal wave his illusion out, controlling Akashi in the midst of this fight as well, as he's going to be hit by the Scythe device. The Force Staff away. Gabby looking for another pulverized target. There's going to be the Torch Storm. They pull back Jokum. Down he goes, dead again for 70 seconds. 30 seconds till you have the axe back. Akashi getting another tip here in this game. Abed falling a bit low. Akashi trying to snipe him. Does force the BKB out as Gabby finds Yowei here with the pulverize. Nothing to cancel it. Carlo blinking on in. That's going to be the disarm now onto Akashi. The tidal wave pushing him away. Abed still alive as Tims and Carlo beat into Akashi. Raven now chasing down, looking for the kill. Yowei still alive here, able to actually survive the fight. Axe back in 5 seconds. 25s now for Blacklist Rivalry. Megas secured. Seems like they're going to be quite happy to just, run it back, finish off the game properly.
Hey, Grosh.
Yeah.
Grosh is up. No taking any chances, which is an high-stakes game. Everybody wants to get that ticket to Kuala Lumpur.
Who doesn't?
Join you for some nasi lemak.
Nasi Lemak, and then followed by some Rojak, of course.
Yeah. Some durian, you know.
Ooh, okay. Gabby kind of isolated here. He's very tanky, though. Has a refresher. Can't quite get through him that easily. WS actually not going for the Arcane Blink. Thinking about the refresher
they
now.
can't bring 5 heroes here, unfortunately. Somebody has to stay back.
Yeah. Indeed.
They don't have a choice. They have to back off. No choice. You know that sinking feeling you get? When you know you have to contest the rush, but you just can't.
You just can't, man. Yeah.
Somebody has a Dagon.
Yes, I think it's on Talon.
Crazy.
No, someone's got a Dagon. It's Yowie. Dagon 2.
He just wants to clear up some terrible illusions.
Ooh, the water park's open for business. Refresher Shard online for Abed. Sorry, Refresher Orb is what I meant to say. The Refresher Shard's on Raven.
You should say the water park has doubled its duration. It's doubled its business.
Yes, the business hours have doubled. It's the summer hours, peak season.
So do you get to charge like twice the rate for your entrance fee?
Of course, of course, and all the food is more expensive as well now in the water park.
You get nasi lemak as well in the water park.
Nope. Well, you do, but it's 12 ringgit for Biasa.
No egg?
No egg.
Or maybe you get a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Half of it.
You get 5 Ikan Bilis in there. A drop of sambal. And, well, maybe that's just what Talon need here. They're going to need a spicy high ground defense here, Winter, because things are not looking up for them in this match. Buyback situation is looking grim. No one has the funds for it or the cooldown.
They have to make friends with the fountain to lose this game. Try. That is fine.
You think that's the only way?
Like they don't have enough damage to kill anyone. I think it's the bench swap and the Earth Spirit kicking somebody in maybe into the. Does he have the? No, he doesn't have the Aghanims. I mean, at this point you can only count on that, or maybe try to bait someone in. You blink in with X. You call, say, a melee hero. You run towards the fountain. The bench is waiting in the fountain. Swap the guy in.
Carlo immediately in. Can they cancel him? No, no. Yes, there's the swap in. Ponyo saving his life. Ponyo without buyback, though, is going to very quickly have only the Vengeful Spirit to play with. Rooted down. Blacklist Rivalry trying to get rid of him. A beautiful torrent, though. Sweeps up Yowie. That's going to be now Ponyo dead for real. Gabby refreshes so we can do that full combo again. Raven DD Rune active with the meta duration. Talon as WS making the jump in. It's so much damage. He's dead already. That's just the Aegis, though, and Gabby now unleashing with the Pulverize. No way to interrupt it, and WS dying here in the meantime, trying to escape. Hexed up now by Abed, but it's Akashi in trouble and killed off as he can just not fight in the double Torrent Storm that Abed has unleashed upon this fight. 2 cores dead. Gonna try and see what can be done here, but the Ancient's already exposed and going down. That's 4 and will be the game here. WS try as he might. He'll get another support kill at the very least. It's a big call. He actually almost killed Raven again. Even so, it wouldn't have mattered. He doesn't have the buyback. No cores alive. No one alive for Talon. They lose game number 1 to the side of Blacklist.
Yeah, but still like a pretty decent showing from Talon. After the poor early game, you know, they looked like they were gonna just get ran over by Blacklist. After Blacklist got a good start, they secured the first Roshan, and the TA kind of like died twice in the laning phase with the Twin Gate gangs. But after that, they were able to string together. Like I would say, the first one was in the middle lane where they were able to fend off the pressure from Blacklist. They were pushing into their second tier 2 tower. They took a bad fight. They were extended Talon punished them, and slowly they clawed themselves back in the game. But eventually, they still couldn't outscale, you know, the Water Park, the Terror Blade, the Primal Beast as well. I mean, the supports did show a lot of strength in the Aghanims, you know, especially the bench Aghanims, but it was not enough.
Nope, not enough in this particular game. Very good effort out from Talon, but it's going to be Blacklist Rivalry taking the lead here after our first game of this BO3 series. Lower bracket finals now. Winner, excuse me, moving on for the best of 5 qualification match. We'll see who that's going to be, folks, after a short break. Stick around. We'll be right back with game number 2 of our series. closed qualifiers winter. How's it going? What do you got?
Chicken rice.
Chicken rice. Heck yeah, let's see that. Not a bad one. All right, we're going to go straight to our draft because it's already well underway here. The first phase of bans already complete. We have the Primal, we have the Kunkka. Nothing too shocking, nothing too surprising in this set of bans winter. We see that AA removed, but nothing really crazy about the opening of this draft so far. Blacklist are continuing to take that Timbersaw out of the pool, but that's consistent with at least their thought process in game one. For Talon Winter, do you think back to a fast draft again? What do you think's in the cards for them?
I mean, I don't really like all-in kind of draws. I prefer much rather something that's balanced. You have strength power spikes throughout the game, so you always have opportunities throughout the game. But I do understand. If you're from a position of a team that's a new stack underdog team, you kind of want to play something that the opponent doesn't really feel super comfortable with, like something like an all-in strat or high-risk strat. Since you're the underdog anyway, you don't really have much to lose. So I get it in that regard. But on the overall strategy part, I feel like you should always give yourself as much chance as you can in the draft. So a well-balanced draft will give you that.
I see. Rain sounds like it's coming down pretty hard by you now, actually. Now I hear it. We'll see how that well-balanced draft is going to end up working out for them as we get into now the second phase of picks. Blacklist thinking about their last ban for the phase, taking out the Willow. A lot of the other Talon heroes still in the pool. That's actually the first hero that we've seen banned from the previous Talon lineup, as Blacklist will move to take the Muerta again. I thought Tim's played a really good Muerta, especially in that early game. So I'm, not upset with this pick at all.
Strong laner into scaling mid-late game. I think that's probably the team for the position 4 heroes now.
5 seconds remaining.
It's very important that you don't want to
Talon
be
Esports,
left
time
behind
to pick
when everybody's farming as the position 4. I think only the position 5 right now kind of feels awful when it's a long game, because you don't really get to claim the dead lane anymore. You have to basically just run around doing errands for the cause, placing observer wards, holding
10
smokes.
seconds remaining.
Kind of it is right now with the current meta.
5 seconds remaining.
So they go with the Weaver. The Weaver is also a hero that's quite popular in the current patch. Very, very strong laner. Flexible hero. Kind of same like Muerta. Can be played on a support, can be played on a core. And you don't really get to buy Midas, but you can function the same way where you win the lane, you do well in the early game, and then after that, as a 4, you can transition into a core.
I'm wondering if this is going to kind of invite, or at least thoughts of a Faceless Void pick for Blacklist Rivalry. We'll see Talon are keeping it flexible, obviously, now picking the Phoenix.
I mean, the fact that they picked the Weaver here without banning the Void is suggesting that it's most likely a support. Very likely. Unless somehow the next 2 picks, Blacklist, do not counter a carry Weaver, then we might see a carry Weaver. But I feel like they have to do something about this Weaver. They have to pick like a
5
counter.
seconds remaining.
I mean, you mentioned the Faceless Void. That could also be good for Talon. They have Kunkka, they have Phoenix, so the Chronosphere would be a very good setup for that.
Indeed. I think Blacklist Rivalry as well. Obviously, they need an egg hitter. Okay, there it is. There's probably maybe the egg smasher. I think.
Wait, so Moeta's a carry, I guess.
It could be. Hold on. Let's take a look at things here. Do you think there's any world this is a core snap?
10 seconds remaining.
Like a mid snap fire, maybe for Abed.
5 seconds remaining.
Is it good this game? Let's see. You kind of do well in the lane against the Kunkka, but I'm not really a big fan of mid snap anymore after they nerfed the scaling potential of the hero.
Right. The talent changes kind of.
Yeah, the talent changes.
Yeah, I mean that's reasonable. I was just kind of putting it out there.
Didn't they do snap position for? Was it yesterday? Oh no, was it?
It was the first game that we cast. So that's right. It was a position 4. Yeah.
It was the game where they kind of with all their combos. Miss all the spells.
Yes, it was that game. You're remembering it correctly, indeed.
It was Magnus, right? Mid Magnus.
It was a mid Magnus. Yeah, it was not a mid
Talon
Snapfire.
Esports turn to pick.
And okay,
Okay. So, are you right? Or
I don't know if I'm right. I feel like I should feel vindicated, but I just feel confused.
I don't know what
10
hero is
seconds
going to what
remaining.
lane. I would say that high chance is a Muerta carry.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe a position 5 Tusker, Snapfire for Primal can be 3 or mid. So I
Right.
think that is likely the case here because you want a melee support with the Muerta carry. So I think that's why they picked the Tusk here. And on top of that, the Snowball is very good at saving the X mark. So can be quite useful in the team fights at getting people out of tough
Talon
situations.
Esports
As for
turn
Talon,
to
They
should
will
be
pick the
the
faces,
Void,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Dire
Okay.
team
It's
back.
just Phoenix and Kanka, so you have a very good setup for that. So that bumps the Weaver to potentially off
off-lane
lane
or
slash
support, yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Let's see, do you want to do off lane Weaver? It's a Muerta. Maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
I think this is gonna be. I don't know. Do you
5
think?
seconds remaining.
I don't know. I don't know if this
But
is
I'm,
gonna be.
but I'm also thinking you want like some gap close hero like a Centaur against a carry Muerta, then you just bump the Weaver to position 4. The lane is still pretty strong, Weaver and Centaur.
Dire team back.
I see.
Oh, they banned Brood. Okay, so okay. I guess Muerta is kind of vulnerable to that. But interesting.
Talon
I like the idea of
Esports
that gap
turn
close,
to
getting on top of
ban.
the Morta. Okay, Primal. Sorry, I always say Primal because I'm thinking of the splits, but
Primal split. You're not
yes,
wrong.
Yes, it is.
All you need to say is Primal split is gone.
Primal split is gone. Yep, no Primal split, no Cinder Brew, no stances, banned out, all of them,
10
all 4 of them.
seconds remaining.
And we'll see what Talon want to ban last. Probably another carry.
5
I'm also
seconds
kind of
remaining.
on the Talon side of thinking here. I'm not convinced this is a Muerta core. I'm not sure how that affects the rest of the draft, because then I think this Snapfire or Tusk would have to be a core as a result.
No. Muerta carry task position 5 Snapfire for
But
Primal
I
off
don't
lane.
I don't think it's a Muerta carry
don't
though.
buy?
That's what I'm presupposing, right? I'm not buying that.
Then you're buying a Wraith King.
I don't know what I'm
Talon
buying.
Esports turn to pick.
I really don't
They,
know.
they, ba- they chose one ban as a carry and one ban,
ban
on
as an
off lane.
offlaner, so they're just
They
covering-
can't decide.
They can't decide either, and maybe that's the strength of this kind of
I mean,
flex
the
pick right
Naga
now.
makes sense because you're Chrono, so you don't want a song to deal with the Chrono. And the Beastmaster also makes sense because Faces Void carry
10
doesn't want light
seconds
laning
remaining.
against the Beastmaster with the ball. You can't do much
No.
about that.
And neither does Phoenix. He'll
5
just kind of get
seconds
right clicked down
remaining.
by all the summons eventually.
Yeah, so I would say overall the bans make sense. So now they have to decide, do we pick some gap closing off lane? Like I said, there's still Centaur in the pool and put Weaver on a 4, or we pick a new 4. Something like,
Dire team pick.
I don't know, Rubik? Is that Rubik?
Invoker.
Okay, I think Invoker is 4. Or am I crazy? Or Invoker's mid and
Moker's
Kunkka is...
and Kunkka off, I guess. This
Because
is-
you kind of want call Invoker with Faces Void?
Yeah, I think that's what they're thinking. They're looking for team fight here.
10 seconds.
Sounds like if
remaining.
we're going out, we're gonna shoot laser beams all over the friggin' place.
5 seconds remaining.
That seems likely the case here. Is this a TA game right now? I think it might actually be a TA game since it's a mid invoker.
So then what? So how's that shake out for the rest of your lanes? Then you're going primal off, Morta carry, snap,
Yeah,
Tusk support.
Muerta, Tar, Snap, Primal, side lanes. I think those lanes look pretty good.
Morta into the Kunkka off lane, so you shifted him over in this possibility. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering if Talon are going to do something weirder in response, like if they shift this Invoker to support then, and I don't know. Well, I think still the TA does fine mid lane against the Kunkka though, honestly. So, okay. Abed, what will it be? Storm? Probably not. No.
Haha.
That's indeed a tide.
You may now select your
Oh, so you are
heroes.
right about what? Mid snap? What's happening?
Hold on. It's Gabby tide.
Mid primal. Okay,
mid
it's
primal. So it is still okay. I was wrong.
Okay, so
I was wrong.
I was kind of half right about the primal and Snapfire lane. So it's just a tide now. So tide against Faces Void. I think that's a pretty good lane for the Tide Hunter for sure. It gives you a big AoE setup for the globs to land. Hopefully this game, we never know. You have a strong lane with the Snapfire, Tide Snap. You get a gush, 1 point gush early. Maybe you combine it with the Shredder. Sometimes you see players get a 1 point Shredder early just for specific lanes like Tide, and you get a
10
lot of minus
seconds
armor.
remaining.
Task Muerta
5
should be a
seconds
stable lane.
remaining.
I feel like the Kanka plus is it Kanka View? Oh no, Kanka Phoenix lane
Right.
should not be able to pressure the Muerta Task too much. I think even the Muerta Task should win this lane. I feel like their level 2 spike is stronger than the Kanka Phoenix level 2 spike. So they should be able to just kill anyone in the lane when they get level 2.
How do you
So
feel?
I would
How do you
I
feel
would
about
say
this?
the side lanes would be very good for Blacklist. The mid lane I think should be okay. So laning phase wise, I feel like Blacklist should have a better start here. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask what about the mid lane actually, and how Yoe is going to end up playing this, but kind of answered that question in the middle of it. Team fight wise, I think it's hard to go against Torrent, Storm, Egg, Supernova, and Invoker, right? I think you have to give that to Talon here with their team fight, or what? Do you think there's a world where Blacklist with a good Ravage can really start a fight off the right way?
Yeah, but that also depends on how you're always starting the game, right? I'm thinking whether you should start Exort or you should just go Quas Wax first to deal with the early game and then transition to Exort after that. Because if you go Exort early, it might mean that with the Void, you're gonna be taking up a lot of space. The game is gonna be very slow basically. So early game will be hinging on the Kunkka making a lot of moves. And Kunkka is not exactly a very
Prepare for
very
battle.
fast-paced early game call. He still wants to farm his items. Like he wants to get to the Aghanims basically as soon as possible. That's when he feels super strong. So if you're going Exalt Invoker, it might mean that the game is very, very slow, with the cores. And you're playing against Muerta, Primal, and Tide. Those are not slow heroes. They are very, very fast-paced heroes.
I haven't seen the first point yet for this master tier,
And look at his
grand
build.
master tier Invoker.
He's buying Bracer, so it's an Exalt.
That's what I was
You're
about
not-
to say. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to do full Exalt build. So it's definitely on the greedier side, but if you pull it off, obviously, it's going to be very strong. You have a lot of setup for the Sunstrike, X-Mark, Sunstrike, Chronosphere, Sunstrike. You're going to get a lot of supporting damage from the 4 and the 5, the Viewer Phoenix. There's definitely a lot of potential for damage in the lineup. But can you cut through the beefcakes, which is the Tide and the Primal?
Some tanky heroes here, to say the least.
Do you think we might see some Blade Mail Sunstrike Invoker dying?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I think Invoker's usually a little bit too tanky by the time it gets there. I think he'll die in general to Blade Mail, but not off Sunstrikes, I think.
Yeah, because if you're Exalt Invoker, there's the Meatball. I think those
30
are Meatball and
seconds to
Sunstrike are the
battle.
spells where Blade Mail could do you a lot of harm.
Very true.
Yep, we just have to see how the game progresses, but I still stick to my judgment. I feel like Blacklist is going to have a pretty good start on the side lanes, and Abed is going to just need to control runes, and he'll have a lot of space to make plays here. Rune fight, let's see. Who is going to sneak a rune? Gabby looks like he's trying to be
The
sneaky.
battle begins.
I think they're going to try top
he
as
got it.
well.
Oh, he's going to get it?
Yeah. 4 runes! 4 runes!
And the mandatory have
Have
fun
fun.
after 4 runes. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Have fun, guys. We just got 4 runes, by the way.
Abed, I will say this is just normal for Abed. He did it last game as well after the regular rune exchange. It's not BM.
Fine.
That's just
I'm
what
just trying to,
I know. That's just what he
trying to
regularly
spice
does.
things up.
I know you are, Winter. I'm just trying to not give chat any more reason to be inflamed. The poor guys having a bad time here. It's a pretty big lead here early on. Starting to really go to work, but nothing too crazy for now. Very much recoverable.
Right, so he actually went for Wax first. Is that what you do? Alright, maybe just to... If you're going Exort, you will go Quas and Exort. So I think he's actually going Quas Wax this game.
And
Yeah,
then
I think I
ju-
like this. I like this a lot more.
just the bracer as he's expecting Abed. I mean, he's gonna close the gap, right? At some point.
Mhm. So where do you want to go? Moeta's lane to check out some fancy dead shot, and WS is getting gone on.
Oh, all right, that was the right lane. WS is getting gone on. WS is dead. Jokum as well with the calling that
Oh,
early
level
level 2. He's already used
Oh,
Fire
no.
Spirits. This
It's
is
like, oh Carlo, why are you not level 2?
that's gonna be trouble. This lane. Early first blood for them. Taoshi just time walking off a lot of this burst damage here down bottom. Ponyo harassing as he needs to. I think he's body blocked the camps, making sure that his easy camp is available. We got a sentry in lane though, just out of range of this Talon sentry, so they'll be able to right click him through the Scucci.
Yeah, that's the annoying part about getting me Weaver. Do you use the sentry in the lane or do you use the sentry for the block camp? You're always constantly having to decide that. And you're like, screw it, I'm gonna put it in the lane. I can't take it.
Yeah.
It's like running around hitting me.
Puts it in the lane. He's been body blocking the camp fairly consistently. Got a little pull off here as well. Kashi's gonna get harassed a bit underneath the tower, but I think
Yeah.
he can tank through it no problem.
Not a fun lane, Richie. Faces Void against Watermelon. No fun this lane. And Weaver is not gonna do too much in this lane.
No, he's really not. He's really just giving stick charges
like,
right now.
Why? He's like questioning his decision. Why did I ask for a Weaver on my lane? Why did I actually do this? Why?
Mid lane so far is dead even as they're gonna get in a nice little bit of burst damage there. Before it's time walked anyway, holding on to that scatter blast. This lane, maybe not the most exciting here. We'll see how things get going along. Jokum doing well top lane. Just needed to recover a little bit from that first blood, but WS eventually is going to have plenty of harass. Holding on to that second skill point here now for a while.
Lotus fight. Who's gonna get it? Ponyo's gonna get it. Big fingers on the Weaver.
Nicely done. Healing self back to full. Akashi again just time walking off some damage. Gabby, he's got a stick. He's got a ring of health. He's okay. Yeah. Stick being forced out now.
Yeah. Nice bait. He has his ring now. He's gonna have his level 3, so this lane is gonna get very, very stable for the fight. Once you get 2 points in the Kraken, this lane is gonna be fine for him. And it's gonna mean that the position 4 has a lot of room to stack or rotate to gank other lanes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I bet he's getting dove.
There he is.
There's a melee creep tanking the tower.
It's the fortify. It was 4. Abed now. It's going to be okay. Blood Grenade thrown. Fire Spirits your way. Has already, well, not really that much mana. No cold snap available. Nice play there from Abed. Does force the TP from Jokum.
Yeah, that's a big move there by Abed. Making the Phoenix leave his lane. 4-minute rune.
It's the water, and you usually don't see invokers needing to go pick up the runes a lot of the times. They just kind of rely on their regen and then deny runes or whatever, but no bottle for Yoe, so he's going to need to maybe send out a little bit more regen, hang back a little bit here with the orbs.
Yeah, bot lane. Gabby getting tossed in by the Kokia, just doing some chip damage onto Akashi.
Pretty much.
The Void is actually not having that difficult time as I expected. 14 CS to the 17 of Tide. That's pretty good.
Free courier kill. Sims will pick up that one. Zakashi just getting a little bit more regen pulled on over to him. So far, going pretty well for these laners. Abed now, after that little dive mid, starting to have a little bit of a lead now. You can see how annoying that cold snap is on him, but 28 CS, 10 denies, so he's really starting to pull ahead here a little bit, perhaps right now Blacklist Rivalry's earliest lead.
Yeah, and looking at what Talon's doing, they already immediately place a ward on the Twin Gate. But meanwhile, Jokem is going to get snowballed, and there's a beast on his wing, on his feather.
There is. Torrent, though, is pretty good from WS, but there's going to be just a little bit too much damage. There's a TP here from Ponyo. Oh, whoa. Well, a little bit of, yeah, Calais indeed. I felt that one too.
Yep, me too.
The Singapore cluster there. Why are they tipping Raven?
The Singapore cluster.
It's the server. That's where the servers are.
I didn't know that's how you should refer to it, as a cluster.
I don't know, a cluster
You
of
call them
servers.
like some undersea cable?
They throw a bunch of silicon in a room with some HVAC and plug some power cables into it, and that's how the servers work, something like that.
Right, top lane. Alright, meanwhile, X-Mark, WS, backup coming in.
Should have this
Jokum's
kill.
here.
Little dead shot. Yeah, Jokum has respawned. Tim's making a play to try and save his component. Couldn't get off enough regen in time. Ponyo is going to die for this. Blood grenades thrown all over. Look at the attack speed slow here. The Sports cannot right-click at all. Jokum one last Fire Spirit. Tim's unable to get off the auto attack though. The Torrent interrupted the animation. Nice trade here in favor of the side of Talon. I think that's Abed coming down bottom, though. Akashi might not be ready for this. There's a Pulverize ready to go. Not a lot of TPs here, Winter. Oh, he didn't even need the Pulverize.
Yep. A lot of damage there. Just with the trample alone. That's a very, very huge kill for Gabby. He's gonna get him his Meteor Hammer much, much faster, and the tower is going to go down soon if he gets his early Meteor Hammer.
We also have the cart
I was
here.
talking about the ops before that. They put 2 ops on both the twin gates for Talon, because how much Blacklist likes to abuse the twin gate.
True. Good call. Good spot.
Do you do that in your games? Do you
No.
request?
I usually
Nope.
don't. I usually don't. You know, I play low Immortal games, so you have to be a little. Like, these ward spots are just always going to get dewarded, right? Because it's just too common. So you have to put them in. You have to kind of hide them. Gabby in
meanwhile.
trouble. Yeah, does not have the full Vanguard. Going for that hammer first. Only 1 point in the Kraken Shell. Still holding on to 10 wand charges. They can't kill him. In fact, there's dust for Ponyo. Ponyo goes down to a level 3 Scatter Blast. Rotation top lane, though, yeah. Abed, he's continuing the moves. Smoke play now with Carlo. Probably looking for WS, who does have the boat at the ready. Instead, they're going to settle here first with a quick kill onto Jokum. He goes down to the dead shot of Raven. Abed might look for some more here. The courier is going to be killed. That had the stick, the regen there, the wand for WS. Otherwise, not too big of a loss.
Yep, Yoe is ghost walking over. Meanwhile, he wants to try to get a rebuttal here.
Oh, yeah, he does.
See if he can kill the Tuss.
Wants to get his
Not that easy though.
wants to get his earn charges online. I will say Ponyo currently has an earn in the quick buy. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he realizes he's got a Quasflex Invoker in his game.
Radiant's middle tower is
He was like,
under
wait,
attack.
didn't we agree Exalt this game? The Chronosphere?
Well, seems to be some disagreement then. Torrent going fishing, won't find anything here. So now Raven looking to turn.
Nice silence.
TP come through from Tim's. The silence stopping Ponyo from going anywhere. Look at that fear. Doing some work though. Tim's will be X-marked into this X-boat combo. As Yoe returning to the top lane collects his first 2 earn charges of the match. Abed activates the DD rune though. Doesn't have the wagon, but I mean he is hauling a wagon if you know what I'm saying. And we'll be able to take down this tower.
Plus 111 damage. He is
Radiant's
literally
middle
the
tower
wagon.
is
Yep,
under attack.
exactly.
Or the tank, I should say.
Dire's
the
top
wagon.
tower is under attack.
And the wagon, yeah. So he can't really help his teammates there. His TP was on cooldown, so makes the right move here. Chooses to do the next best thing, measure the tower. And he's gonna get a bounty rune and maybe move towards the top side here.
Radiant's
There's gonna be
bottom
another
tower is
fight.
under attack.
A lot of action here on Raven's team.
There's no boat though, so this is going to be pretty difficult for Talon to try and win here. TP comes through. It's Yoe from the tower with the earn charges. We'll see what he can get done, but the level 1 Sunray not nearly enough healing to save WS here. Ponyo looking
Here
for
comes
more. The Swarm
Akashi.
Beetles have been cleared. That's a big TP as well from Gabby. He's
Chrono's
holding
coming.
on to the Ravage. Chrono is on the way in as well as Jokum. Icarus dives into the Pulverize. He goes down. Akashi connecting through the Twin Gate. Finds the kill. At the very least on to Carlo. But the Ravage is through. Meteor Hammer did not connect.
Wow.
It didn't matter. The kill onto Yoe is there. Abed with 3 kills. And will defend the tower top as well.
Is that 10 heroes in the top lane?
That was-
9 minutes?
Actually, I don't think the Snapfire was there. I think Tim's was farming
9
bottom.
heroes.
9 heroes, though.
He was late to the
Dire's top
party, or he
tower has
just
been
did not get the
denied.
memo to join the party. Did not get the invitation, to the party.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
10-minute
attack.
rune, I bet. Not
Dire's
gonna
middle
find
tower
it.
is under
Tim's,
attack.
on the other hand,
Radiant's
the
bottom
kid that
tower
did not get to the party is gonna get the rune.
Oof. Ace rune as well for Abed. Akashi not willing
Best
to commit a
rune?
chrono. Yeah, best
Best
rune.
rune. Alright, this is bad. For Radiant, for the next 2 minutes, they have to just hope for the best, try to play defensive. Like, somebody is gonna die to this haste, and they better hope it's not the core. But he has his blade mill ready soon on the primal. And this is getting out of hand.
Starting to look.
Talon, they have to find some levels. Oh my god, the Phoenix is level 4.
Yeah, he's level 4. They did get their Wisdom Rune as well. I don't think it was snatched, so
No point having the chrono if your supports have no levels to throw spells in.
nope, it's pretty tough. Weaver also not yet level 6. Gabby farming very confidently here. Mid lane might be where the next move is going to be made, though, for the side of Blacklist, as there's a smoke now. Tims and Abed. Tims this time with the Mortimer's Kisses. Might be heading down bottom here, trying to find themselves a faceless void.
Can they get the faces? Oh no, he's hitting the car. Look what I told you. He might die because of the car. Don't hit the car. He actually might die. Yeah.
He might be dead. Ponyo breaks the smoke.
Oh,
Akashi
he's lucky.
is maybe going to be able to escape. Yeah, HCP not in time. Nice positioning there from Ponyo.
He has to tank his support there. Thank you for cutting the smoke. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I went for the car. I got a little greedy trying to get myself a BMW, which I probably should not have gone for.
Just fine, though. He's just fine.
Yeah.
How are the items
I mean,
coming along
they
here?
still have to figure out how to get level 6 on their supports, you know. There's no ancient stacks now. So where is the level? I mean, there's one stack on the side in front of the Tormentor. That's it.
Even Muerta already has the Falcon Blade ready, Javelin, so Maelstrom Mjolnir here probably. Hitting the car top, Winter. Safe.
In front of his home, he's safe.
He's in the garage.
His own garage. He wasn't trying to do something to the car when he wasn't in his own garage, so that is fine. We need to make some ground rules. It's okay to hit the car if you're near home, but if you're in the middle of the road, you're far from home, then don't hit the car.
Dire's courier has been
Don't
killed.
hit the car. Makes sense. I like the rules. Good ground rules. Another pause here. Some more Kale.
Do you remember dying for the car?
No.
When you're farming?
Actually,
No?
yes, usually I do. I usually get tilted and then just start farming the mid lane when the tier 1 towers are all down and enemy has map control, and then I just feed. That's my biggest sin in Dota 2. And then I go, sorry guys, I'm feeding. That never helps.
You should just say sorry, guys. I went for the car.
I went for the car. I got
You
greedy.
have to be more specific. I took the car and I died.
Alright, Ponyo's about to hit 6. Yoei. He's ghost
Radiant's
walked
middle
here,
tower
looking
is
for
under
something in the
attack.
triangle. Will scout at least a little stack. He's going to try for this kill on the Tims. Has the full upgraded Vessel. Tims can't even get off a scatter blast. He will eventually, but won't change the outcome of that little incursion. Vessel charges replenished there for Yoei.
Yep, and Gabby is also looking to get into the pipe, which is going to provide a lot of value this game. Against the Conquer, the Phoenix, the Invoker spells. I just feel like once he gets the pipe, you're gonna just have to keep dodging as Talon until the Invoker has a lot more points in the Exalt to do damage with Sunstrike.
Still be some time for that pipe, but
Yeah.
the farm's really accelerating here. 14 minutes
Radiant's
in.
top tower is under
Looks like
attack.
there's a hero here, a little sneaky Weaver trying to contest and steal a rune.
They see- oh, they see
yeah,
him.
Tim's in position here. They have the dust. He's going to probably just run for it. Yeah, make a TP getaway. He's fine. Gabby's not going to ravage that, of course.
The Wisdom runes, that's the important one, not the kill.
Yep.
Secure the rune. Yeah. I've made the same mistake a lot of times, you know. We know that the enemy is coming to steal the rune. I went to defend the rune, but I went for the kill. And then somehow we lose the rune. And I feel so bad even if I get the kill. So always pick up the rune first. Kill second.
Yep, rune's the big one. Especially because usually it's just a support. He's not going to give you that much experience, even if you get the kill.
Yeah,
Experience.
that's a good point.
All right, Jokum going for a Midas. That's Midas 1 of 2 I see being built on this team. Yoei closing in on his Midas.
That's
Make that
3
3.
Midas.
Akashi also with his Midas. Anyone else? Any other Midas in the chat? No, just those 3.
So 3 Midas against 0 Midas. So they have the better scaling. Is that how it works? I guess.
3 is a bigger number than 0. I can't deny that.
That's
That's
time for them to punish the Midas. That BKB on Abed. Oh, he changed his mind. I thought he went for Blade Mail, so he decided that he needs the BKB against the Konka, the Invoker, Tornado. I think that's a good choice. Because every time you're running into the Invoker, you don't have BKB, you get scared Tornado.
Some aggression here. They're trying to get that car underneath the tower. That's going to give them enough time to at least rotate and kill whoever's farming top. It's only a Phoenix here, but that's what pushing the mid wave does. It forces a hero to show on the map, forces a hero to respond. Show come.
He's doing something important, Richie. Securing the Midas.
Yes, he is. Securing the experience here as well. Uh-oh. Now he's dead. Threw out a couple fire spirits. Oh, maybe.
He might get lucky though, I think.
Not bad. Going hunting. Oh, now he's dead. He's gonna catch him underneath the Watcher. Little rude awakening here. Abed picks him up with a pulverize. There's an Icarus dive, and he will use it to try and actually just does escape. Probably needed to wait for him to Icarus dive and then try and pulverize. I guess I don't know. I don't know if the animation's fast enough.
He just needed one more hero around him.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a full HP hero. It's not that easy to kill with a primal from full to 0.
Mid lane.
Yo way.
Yeah, Tim's
trying to go for a solo kill here.
He doesn't have a tower. It's on strike, on the mark. Nice kill. Well done.
Wow. Okay, that is a fancy soundtrack right there. Talk about fancy Deadshot. That's a fancy soundtrack. I would have never placed my soundtrack there.
I would not have been able to cast spells as quickly as he did.
Oh come on! Don't be too hard.
I don't play enough InvokerGame.com. You know, that's not really my forte.
Don't play enough InvokerGame.com or don't play Invoker.com at all.
I don't play Invoker at all. I used to. I really wanted to for a second. You know, I tried to bring back the Yules combo days. You know,
Yules.
Oh yeah, my friend.
Yules.
Yeah, Yules. So, what is it? Yules, EMP, Deafening Blast, Meatball, Sunstrike. Heck yeah.
You were making fun of some SCA Pangolier getting Yules, and you get Yules on.
Look, all right, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Ponyo is going to escape here, but the Pipe of Insight is done from Gabby. He's already running towards the mid lane. Seems like Blacklist Rivalry. Not quite the death ball here, but the push. It starts now. Farming period has officially ended.
Oh, EMP untied. Oh, no. That's a sad watermelon.
It's okay. He's got a soul ring. He'll be all right.
And now you're clicking in on your supports. Okay, who has arcane boots? Come.
Do they have arcane boots?
Yes, they have one.
Yeah, they have one.
One.
Fortify used to shrug off the meatball here. Teamfight is brewing. Again, 2-3 Midases here fighting in to this leveled Blacklist Rivalry lineup. Very nice ice shards there. They're going to try and prevent Abed from getting the pulverized Tornado as well, buying more time as Gabby holding on to the Ravage still. Having no opportunity to use it. They have found the Faceless Void. He was trying to sneak around from behind. The globs of kisses raining on down into the Ravage. They have the kill. Akashi trying to sneak around. He will pay the price for that one. Deadshot off the mark. That's going to allow WS to TP away. No stuns available for them. Torrent Storm as well, holding down Blacklist in the river as Abed will get right on top of Yoed. They need some detection. Ice Shards just off the mark. They were expecting him there. There's the voice lines. He's out of there, but a bad fight still for Talon, despite the voice lines coming through.
Yeah, he did not expect the Absorb, but I feel like it's quite common to have the ward around like 9 minutes, to have that high ground wall.
Ooh. Yes. Time lapse comes through from Ponyo. Deadshot again off the mark here from Raven.
This is not a well practiced Muerta with Deadshot. Teams did a much better job last game.
Wow. All right. Just yeah. I mean, I guess when you compare the two, it's
and Raven's like Deadshot. I just want Gunslinger to farm. It's Deadshot. His Deadshot is like for clearing creeps. You know, when it comes to the fancy moves, he's lacking in that department.
Yeah.
But lucky for him, he's the carry player. So we always let the carry players, we cut them some stack. You know, it's okay if you don't land that spell, as long as you carry us. You win us the game.
Just make sure that when you get jumped, you pierce the veil so they don't kill you right away. That's his job this game, isn't it?
I mean, he'll tell you, I'll make sure I get my calling off.
I don't know if that'll, I mean, that would help against the Faceless Void. Yeah, fair enough.
Right, so game is back to farming for Talon with their triple Midas. Is anybody getting an extra Midas that you see? I mean, you already have 3, right? So why not? Okay, Nobody's getting. That's the NA mentality. Why not more? Since we already have 3.
Why not more? Even more infinite scaling, right? More Midases. How
No,
could
you think about it, right? The lineup needs so much time to come online. So even if you get an item on one of the heroes that didn't buy Midas, would it actually allow you to fight? Probably not, right? I mean, for Blacklist, I'm concerned about the speed of the game. It doesn't feel like it's going fast enough. It seems like they feel like with this Muerta carry, they still have the late game supremacy on their side, which I'm not very sure, against triple Midas.
Dire are scanning.
This is a good move though from Blacklist if they can just try and continue this
Akashi?
jump.
Oh,
they
they
see him on the ward.
they
He's gonna
see
farm
his
one more
face.
camp. Gabby immediately blink ravaging on in the follow up. It's all there. Walrus punch to boot. They have the kill.
That was a very, very terrible death, I would say, for the Faces Void. Dying to Ravage, Polarize, going up in the air, dropping down in the ground, getting hit by Meteor, and then going up in the air again because of Polarize. Up death.
Bad way to go. And you know what? Winter, the worst part of all is he never saw it coming. He doesn't have eyes.
Okay. He doesn't have eyes because he doesn't have a face.
Because his face is void. Yeah, exactly, Ponyo. What are you doing here?
Answer
Ponyo?
me, how is he last hitting if he doesn't have eyes, if he doesn't see? He
Uh,
can feel the gold, he can feel the creeps, he can sense them.
yeah, it's the carries. Every carry's sixth sense. They're greed. Ponyo. It's just too fast, honestly. Can't really quite catch him here. Doesn't have enough mana to TP though. Should be fine. Should be fine.
So I was talking about how I'm a little bit concerned that the game might be going a little too slow for Blacklist at the moment. They seem to be comfortable, but I do feel like you click on the enemy heroes, they have 3 Midas. You should definitely try to hit some towers, take some map away.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, right? It seems like Blacklist, they want their next volley of items. Abed keen to get this hard online. Tide Hunter, I mean, he's got Blink Dagger, he's got Pipe, so maybe he's happy for some time. Where to BKB?
He has the anchor too. The anchor is actually
Oh,
really
yeah,
useful.
yeah.
He has the
That's a good
Faces
point.
Void.
That's really true. And the Weaver, right? Leash down the Weaver Ant, make sure he's not going to go anywhere.
Are you slowed in Shukuchi with the anchor?
Uh,
Can't be slowed, right?
I guess you can't be slowed. I had this conversation with someone else. Like, if you have a haste rune, are you still slowed? Does DP, is she slowed with Effexo? I mean, I guess, right? I don't know.
We'll just have to find out.
We'll have to find out. I'm excited to see the anchor.
It used to be so good when it was the spirits mid laners. You just get the
Dire's
anchor
top
and you
tower
leash
is
them.
under attack.
It's still pretty good against Bristleback. The hero's not good against Bristle in all other respects, of course. But that way
Right.
he is.
This Weaver is reminding of Masaros yesterday.
Because he's dying? Is that
No,
why?
because his cutting ways. Why do you have to be so negative?
Ah,
Positive.
well, 'cause-
note
'cause
of things.
look, I get paid to say what happens on the screen, and Weaver just died, right? I mean, look, Winter, you shouldn't have drawn the conclusion, all right? There's 4 heroes waiting in fog about to jump a Weaver, and then you said, yeah, he reminds me of Masaros, okay? What am I supposed to say to that?
I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
Radiant's
tell me,
bottom tower has
Winter, do you
fallen.
know you're my immortal
Dire's
friend?
top
You have
tower is
privileges.
under
And then what happened to my privileges?
Suspended. You know what? You could.
Suspended?
Yeah,
What?
you can only use the privileges if your
Dire
behavior
are
score is high
scanning.
enough, and right now it's not there. You know.
What?
Smoke move. This could be dangerous. Gabby with the blink on in. Sees a lot of heroes. Decides to pull the trigger on the Ravage. Akashi
nice Taro.
fighting with a DD rune. Out comes the egg. They don't have the heroes really in place to deal with it. Tim's making a go at it. They get the right clicks in time. Out comes now the Cataclysm with a snowball save though through the Chronosphere. They've only taken down Tim's. Raven's still safe and sound here. Ponyo jumping in onto these backlines as WS with a big tidal wave. He's held in place though by the anchors. The first life finally is down. Buyback out from Carlo as he's back into this fight. Akashi popping the BKB, stuck onto the high ground. I'm not sure if he really wanted to be up here. Will they be able to kill him up on the cliff? Yes, they will. Up at said Arteezy, is that you? Puts him down. 3 dead just like that. They lose the Aegis, but they win the fight. What a snowball from Carlo. Holy moly, that was a thing of beauty.
I mean, the corner was also a tad too late though. They didn't save the egg. I think if he saved the egg there, probably would have been a 1 fight for Talon there. It was very, very close to call there. So a bit unlucky, I guess, for Talon. Round 2. But the problem is now you don't have your Cataclysm and Chrono combo. So Dire team is going to run at you, take all your towers, take all your farm.
It's okay, Winter.
You have to hide.
All they have to do is kill 2 creeps, and then they can just Midas the rest of them. And then how can they get backdoor? It's fine. They're wave clear. It's so good.
You're so smart.
This game looking a little hard. Raven is forced to BKB TP away, though. Ended up kind of getting caught here by Ponyo and Youe. Well, they're burning some utility away here from the Muerta. Still, otherwise, of course, a phenomenal fight for Blacklist to have taken the defended tier 2 tower after they take the enemies. Get kill on the carry. All the ultis come out.
It wasn't that bad for Talon, to be honest. It was very close.
It was
like,
close.
They were kind of a little bit unlucky. That's about it.
But close only counts in horseshoes, Winter.
Yeah. If you lose by 1 point, you still lose. It doesn't matter 1 or 10. I know.
Exactly right. And right now, numbers aren't looking so good when you even just look at the ultis. Cataclysm, probably back soon here. But Chrono, back in 20 seconds. That BKB still put to good work here.
Oh, Abed?
Mid lane, yeah. In trouble.
Mana for
Trapped
BKB.
inside the ice wall. BKB is now ready to go, though. Hey, what? Pop this one?
Yeah, he had some stick charges. 16 of them.
But they're staggering the BKBs. That's the second core who's at the BKB just to avoid a death here. Talon hunting quite effectively, despite their ultimates being on cooldown.
Yeah, and they are smoking up.
Looking for more. Chrono Egg is back. I'm not sure about Sunstrike. I think it should be back.
Oh,
soon.
Weaver's the bait. Weaver's the bait.
He is the bait. The bait went down a little bit too fast. Died on the hook, basically.
Wasted bait.
Yeah. Can I see the cooldown of Sunstrike? No, I cannot. Okay.
Oh, they're going for the Wisdom Rune. They're greedy. There's the Ops.
Oh, Abed
Chronosphere.
jumping on in. That could be a good target here. The Phoenix. Truck this.
Cataclysm.
Oh, he got out the egg. It's good to
Oh,
go.
good.
And a beautiful Sunray onto 2. Raven cannot fight into this one. They're going to hold on to the Ravage. The BKB already expended here from Raven. He pops the pierce the
Ghost
veil,
lady,
but
you're not going
he's
anywhere.
not going anywhere. He is just too easy to kill there. I thought Jokum was inside of that Chrono for a second. It looked like he was, but a little parallax error there. I didn't read the meniscus correctly.
See? Once they get their combos correctly, everybody evaporates. Oh no, so what can they do about this? You're not getting an A on this on Tide.
No, you're probably not getting an A on disc either on on a Primal Beast.
So what do? You just have to play around the cooldown. So now you have to try to make a smoke play. I mean, it's lucky for them if the Roche is not going to spawn quickly.
1 minute. Yep. Wait. Lucky for who? I think Blacklist want a faster
Yeah,
response.
Blacklist wants a little faster Roche. Talon wants a slower.
Talon wants a long rush timer to have all the ultimates ready. Blacklist would prefer to win a fight here now, moving to the
Yeah,
Roche pit, take it.
Now you see my point that I was worried when they were playing so slowly against the triple Midas. Now they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They got a taste.
Oh, they're gonna get a little bit of taste of some Weaver
Tasting a
action.
buck.
Yeah. But Yowie takes the tower in the meantime, though. That's mid tier 2, top tier 2 taken after
That's
that
worth.
fight.
I would say that that's hashtag worth trading your position on 5 for a tower.
I agree. Especially considering where Talon took that fight. They took that fight around kind of by their Wisdom Rune, over by the Stalwart statue. Everyone knows that, right? Winter, the Stalwart statue.
Nope. I do not know the name of that. Thank you for letting me know.
The Wishing Well, the Mighty Minds.
The Mines of Moria?
No, the Mighty Mines up here. These are
Dire
the Mighty
are
Mines.
scanning.
Oh, okay.
You don't know about your map buffs, huh? You didn't study. This
No,
is
I know you get HP regen on one side and mana regen on the other side. I just don't know the name.
this
you know?
will be on the test. There it is. The mighty, the well wishes. Such a silly little thing.
Alright. Roche
Radiant are
is spawning
scanning.
in 1 minute 30 seconds, and fortunately for the Radiant team, Wombo combo is up.
Yeah, it'll be ready.
Time to destroy some watermelon and some bees.
What is the counterplay? It was the mistake from Shopify
Buyback.
in that fight that they just didn't burst the Phoenix right away. He lived on a hair of HP, which is basically perfect for Talon.
Yeah, but they still probably would have. Maybe they would have survived, after the catalyst.
Yeah, and then you have a Ravage out or something like that, right? But
You have to trade buybacks for the combo.
okay, there's a
going in.
blink back from Tims with an initiation
One-man
from
chrono.
Abed, the one-man chrono, the one-man double cataclysm. Tims has a BKB. He's active now as Akashi chasing for more. Double initiation with a little slide whistle time walk as Akashi has baited them here quite effectively. WS unleashing the Torn Storm. Still has his own BKB as the kisses now raining on down. There's the egg. 2 dead here already for the side of Blacklist Rivalry, and it could be more. Gabby holding on to the Ravage here, trying to outlast these BKBs, but he's going to have to save it for the next fight. Not a chance to use it here. The Weaver even holding back his opponents now. Pierce the Veil active for Raven, trying to fight to do this one, but it's a 1 versus 5 now, Winter. Talon, they haven't lost a single member in this fight. They're going to move on. They're going to take the tier 1 tower. They're probably going to get this Roche as well. Might even go up to high ground here. Who needs the Roche? What a fight.
Was there a fight? It was just that.
Dire's
But
bottom
that seems to
tower
be
is under attack.
some more of
Dire's
Very
turret
concerning,
has
Richie. If
been
he can
killed.
actually just chrono one hero and they still crash the 5-5-0.
well, and
I think the game is over.
well, I'll tell you why though. It seemed like there's some more. Remember the first game we casted of Blacklist Rivalry, some miscommunication maybe, some kind of not so coordinated fights. That felt like another one, right? A blink back. Everyone was kind of maybe looking to try and not fight around that cliff. Abed going on in, right? I don't know who was right, who was wrong necessarily, but
everybody's wrong
Dire's turret
because they
has
lost.
been killed.
yeah.
You win as a team, you lose as a team.
Dire's
Come on,
bottom
Richie.
tower
Yes,
is under
coach.
attack.
Game is still on, Don't want to be blaming.
No.
pointing fingers here.
I'm just simply drawing analysis
Dire's
from the
bottom
first
tower
series
is
when we
under
saw them
attack.
on Abed's game. I'm not saying Abed's fault. Don't get me wrong. Not like that. All I'm saying is, it just didn't really seem like the cleanest executed fight, right? They're trying to wait out these BKBs for the kisses. Egg comes out. As soon as the kisses are deployed, that means they don't have a little shredder to take down the egg, right? BKBs are still up, so Gabby doesn't want to pop the Ravage. You start the fight with a dead Primal Beast and kind of still commit for it. It's tough. It's a tough fight to take. Now they still have Ravage. The ultimates are back up. There is no chrono for 20 seconds, so they just need to buy a little bit more time. Egg in 5. Not sure about the Sunstrike. But we're going to have to assume if this Roche isn't done soon, Blacklist Rivalry will have a lot of ultis to contend with. Chrono in 10 seconds here as Raven swept up. They're delaying and burning so much time here, Winter. I don't think Blacklist can take this, not without at least expecting a fight.
Chrono is up.
But they have a ward
Chrono
here.
is up.
Blacklist have the ward. Chrono is ready.
Here comes Akashi. He sees the
Alright,
enemy team.
good initiation
The
by
man without
Abed. This time
eyes.
Abed, they get it right. The Ravage on top. They've got the kill. Akashi dead without the buyback. Egg as well has been scrambled. Tims with the BKB jumping in now for more as Ponyo is going to go down. Carlo, he might end up losing his life here, but it's a very well worth trade because he kept Yoei and WS both at bay. Abed now giving chase here. WS has a TP out, but likely no chance to really use it here. Tim's low on mana, going for the TP out. Actually, with the BKB active, he will be allowed to escape, but
You were right, Richie. The man without eyes, he did not see the enemy team standing right in front of him. He just walked in and he got grabbed by the
Dire's
beast.
top tower
And that
is
was
under
it.
attack.
a dinosaur.
Did they not have a something? He just needed to be a lot more careful. I think in the heat of the moment, a lot of people were talking at that point because they were under vision,
Right.
and he somehow probably got distracted because I feel like he was being very safe, like 5 seconds before that, and then suddenly he popped his head a little too far front up, and he got grabbed by the primal, and that was
Yeah,
it.
it's this ward which just gives like the vision just right here, right? You can kind of see
Yeah.
it. That ends up basically condemning him. Probably not
Yeah.
expecting that on their side of the river, but
It's very, very sad to die like that.
Yeah.
A small little vision there, and he's dead.
Step lively
Nope.
now.
No
Your
matter
admiral's on
kind of
board.
thinking on it now, just have to move on and nail the next fight.
Wow, so now you're the PMA. So now you're the PMA.
Come on, Coach Winter. We can't just focus on one little positioning mistake. We have to win the next fight. Just one more fight, Winter. Just one more fight. That's
They can afford to lose a couple of fights with this lineup. I give you that.
Yep. How many fights can Blacklist Sports lose? Are they still kind of one and done here, given the
One and
Morta
done.
carry?
One and done for sure. You need to get into a late game with this lineup against the Chronosphere with a substantial lead, or at least some lead, and then you have buybacks to trade for the big spells. You know, that's how you win the game. But they are not at that stage right now, so they have to find a way to get there. It's getting refresher. Okay.
No Octarine on him, but just straight refresh then. Went for the Heaven's Halberd. Surprised, you don't see that item too much, even against the range carries like Morta. It's good after she pops BKB, but not so strong during. Everyone just going
Dire
invisible
are
all the damn
scanning.
time, Winter. So much speed.
They see him.
Yeah.
I feel like if they bring 5 heroes here to squash a bug, it feels hardly worth it.
I don't know, man. You've never had bugs in your kitchen, huh? Bringing the whole family to squash a bug just to send it a message.
Unlike you, I have a clean home.
Wow.
I've seen the place you live in.
Wow.
I've seen your kitchen. I've seen your living room. The moment I step feet into the room, I feel a layer of grease and
What
dust.
the hell is this, Winter? What the hell is this?
Don't
Unbelievable.
make me talk about the toilet.
Oh my lord, what is this guy? Unbelievable.
That's what you get. Throwing me under
Gaslighting
the
me.
bus. Oh, you're my immortal friend. I can't use the immortal wish as my level 99 friend.
Not bad. Diffused up, lifted. Chrono again
One-man
here.
Chrono.
That's how it started off the last time. However, this time the counter initiation's not half bad. Ponyo actually getting off the time lapse. There just wasn't enough damage. The calling was off.
Okay.
He was stuck in Chrono. He still didn't get the calling correctly.
So it does not matter at all. It's just a one-man chrono. It'll be enough as long as the hero dies inside the chrono.
I suppose so.
That is very worrisome. Again,
Time for Aeon Disc.
he had heart, and
I mean,
what is he supposed to do now? He's buying on this.
oh, it's time. What are you going to do? It's time for Aeon Disc.
Wait, is it better to just get another heart?
No, I think you still die. I mean, here, look at the death summary.
Dude,
No, look at the death summary. It's just too much damage. 1300 pure to start the fight. Faces Void's only going to get stronger in these Chronospheres. There's a damn Sunray on top of you as well. There's no chance.
fair.
There's no chance.
Okay.
What-
Now your NMF checks out.
Aeon Disc is kind of just the only way. If you don't have Aegis and you get solo Chrono, you're basically dead if Talon are willing to commit all the spells on you. And when you're a Primal Beast, you better bet they're willing to commit their spells on you.
There is one more way. You have to
His
jump them
bottom tower
first,
is under
so he
attack.
doesn't jump you.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Mystery.
Tim's has his
Yeah.
own Aeon Disc ready.
And this is like the... You don't really want to rely on that, you know. Ideally, you jump them first.
So is Aeon Disc the Midas counter?
Dire are scanning.
Huh? How?
Bounties.
I don't get the logic. How?
Because, you know, Talon has built 3 Midases, and I think Blacklists are going to end the game with at least 2 or 3
Radiant's
Aeon
middle
Discs.
tower is under
So
attack.
therefore the item, you know, must counter it, right?
Nice logic you
Dire's
have
bottom
there.
Perfect
tower is
logic.
under attack.
I mean, the fights are getting difficult here, right? I think for Blacklist, what's even harder is they don't really have any heroes that give them any vision, right? Even this Weaver, in a way, is a hero that gives a little bit more vision than Blacklist have, and that's pretty substantial. He's always cutting their waves, always forcing them back. Raven, though, he's got vision on the WS. Looking for a quick kill here. Disarmed. Abed now in on this, but a very nice precasted tidal wave. Cancel the pulverize immediately. They're fighting around here now with the meatballs. Laying down some damage. WS able to escape for now. Tornstorm holding back Blacklist Rivalry.
Chrono's up soon.
But
3
Talon,
seconds.
they might want to keep fighting this with the Chrono now available. Catching 2 into the Cataclysm. It's disastrous here for Blacklist Rivalry. Oh no, Winter. Aegis reclaimed in the midst of that. Blacklist, they're just taking these fights that they just can't afford to win. They got to be burst heavy or they got to get the hell out, basically. They had no chance when this Chrono is ready.
I kind of feel like the game is too difficult right now. The death timers they're so long that the cooldowns on the chrono is gonna be up when you're respawning. And you don't have a lead, a bank, you know, to throw your money at the chrono cooldown. You're just gonna eventually bleed out unless you somehow get the jump onto the Faceless Void, like the fight in the bottom lane, which kind of was also lucky because they got a ward there.
Dire's top
And now
tower
Akashi has a Lincoln, so you can't even grab him with the Primal.
Dire's top tower is falling.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get your hands on him again this game. Going in already here. Walrus Punch looking for a quick kill. The Fear, it's pretty good. They have the kill.
Wow!
Okay. They get Carlo in the meantime. It's going to trigger a buyback out from him. Ponyo, not really that scary, but Yoei and company will be beat back off the high ground.
the Ghost Lady. How did she just kill the Void? One punch from the Tusk and he's dead?
Yeah.
Hell.
I was a bit surprised as well. I can't unfortunately see this death summary.
One snowball and one punch, I think. That's all he took.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, basically, one snowball, one punch. He got broken. Not like he took the backtrack talent. He did take the Chronosphere.
3k damage? How many right clicks was that?
5 right
4?
clicks.
5?
Yeah, 5 right clicks. With Pierce the Veil, a little bit of damage from the Tusk.
That does not sound right at all. He had, the hero has 3000 health. He's not like some Mapo Tofu, you know, you just cut it through.
Hapu Tofu.
You like it?
I
Mapo
I
Tofu?
like it. It's a pretty good one. We're just going to compare everything to food, huh? Make everyone hungry.
Sorry, I had my lunch, so I don't care.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I think after that kill, you know, it's probably just as salty as some Econ Billis, right, Winter?
I commend your effort.
Radiant's
And I
middle
commend your
tower
knowledge
is
about the
under
Asian
attack.
food.
Well, you know, been here somewhat long enough. Tower here is going to go down in the meantime, though. Raven has lost his creep wave, but can easily just 1v1 the tower. Not an issue there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Split pushing is going on right now in the top lane.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
In fact, to the point where they're going to send Abed back to deal with it, trying to bait, trying to see if a Weaver will come back and hit some creeps, some towers, but I don't think that's going to be in the cards from here.
I have a feeling that nobody can actually hit the tower.
Wait, are you seeing this, by the way? Abed
Tell me.
now no longer going for the Aeon disc. He's actually going for it's a Wind Waker. Okay, I thought
Yeah,
first.
you can do it.
Dire's
You can
top
do it on your
barracks are
teammate.
under
Yep,
attack.
in Chrono. I thought it was the Arcane Blink. I saw the recipe in there and I thought it was the Blink Dagger, but it's the Wind Waker, and it's complete. It is complete.
Yeah, I like it that he decided Aeon this. What does it make me? I am no longer a
Dire's
beast
top
if I have to
barracks are
buy
under attack.
Aeon this, you know?
But Winter, Yule Scepter is a support item.
Huh? No, Wind Waker is
I
not
know,
a support
I
item.
know, I know.
No,
Stand lively
come on,
now.
don't try
Your
to.
admiral is on board.
Fight is brewing here, though. Gabby hiding out in the trees. You've got vision here
Alright,
on
let's go.
both of these clips for Blacklist
Radiant are
Rivalry,
scanning.
as well as on the
Dire
Twin Gate.
are scanning.
So basically, this is the only safe area without any vision. Ponyo getting up there for the D ward. Roshan spawning in 10 more seconds. Blacklist Rivalry, they know what's coming.
Ponyo has Aghanims, by the way.
Cheese on Abed, that's a good call, right? Now you can use that time lapse on his friends. Vision set up here, but Blacklist Rivalry are going to try and hold their own wards. Maybe push another wave here, force a reaction out from
Let's
Talon,
see.
perhaps try and go and sneak around. There's a lane in the ward further above next to the Lotus Pool. It's a lane here for Talon. Blacklist Rivalry, they have the cliff wards
No
in the
ops.
jungle.
They don't have an ops. Oh no, I have a feeling they're going to be running into their doom here if they jump.
Scary moment here, every team. They're just playing it patiently yet again.
Dire's top barracks are
They
under
actually
attack.
Don't
see
do it.
a couple of
Don't do
heroes.
it.
They know where the Invoker is. Yoei, he's TPing away. He's canceled at the very last second because of the spells that are coming out.
Chrono again.
Huge Chrono onto Abed. Did not get the Wind Waker. He's just dead. They will at least be able to get the Weaver in response, but it's more heroes from the side of Blacklist that are falling one by one. It's going to be Abed going down. Tibbs will
Lost the
join him.
top Rex, Richie to creep.
They did lose the top Rex, and actually tier 4s are under attack. They're going to push Gabby here closer into the mid wave. Buyback now from Tibbs, but Abed is without buyback here currently. See what they can get done. They're actually going to try and burst through Akashi. The Fear, and it might be just good enough. The Ravage, they have him. He has a buyback, though. He's going to be able to commit it now for this next fight. As out comes the Torrent Storm. Down goes Gabby. Jokum having already committed the Supernova, trying to continue this fight, but Raven having already used Pierce the Veil. They're just trying to buy him as much time as he has, but there's just no way out of this one for him. He is going to die. Double buyback committed, though, from Talon. Quite the
Of
commitment.
course, dead. Your way is here, taking your base now. What you gonna do? Do you use your buybacks here, Blacklist? You have only 2 supports in the game.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
They're going to start pushing. Buyback number 1 out from Raven. Roshan, of course, is going down this entire time. He will drop. Go away. Need a bit annoying here. Might be able to kill Carlo. He's got 4 staffs. That Sunstrike's pretty meaty, but just not an... Carlo? Carlo! Ooh.
Relax, he's fine. Just no Sunstrike, he knows.
He went back. Well, yeah, he had no Sunstrike because he ate it and then continued walking in the meatball. Just raising my blood pressure there.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Have no idea how tasty that marinara meatball is.
I'm sure it is. Lots of Italian spices in there.
Alright, so now what? Faces Void has
Dire's
Aegis.
bottom tower is under attack.
No refresher yet.
No refresher yet, but he'll be able to safely farm the refresher. I mean, hey, they can kill him once, right?
Ha. Ha.
They can. They've done so just twice in the last 5 minutes. They can kill him. He bought back for that fight. The problem is, so did Raven now. So the win condition here is pretty clear and a bit easier as well for Talon to execute on. That refresher is pretty big for Raven, though, honestly. I think if he refreshed and had another Pierce the Veil BKB on his second life, I don't know if he necessarily lives in 1v5s, but maybe he gets another kill there, forces another dieback.
I mean, still tough now. They're playing this Aegis.
Also got Tim's there.
Akashi is not going to waste this Aegis, I'm afraid. He's going to show them how to use an Aegis. Remember how Raven used his initial first Aegis? Didn't do anything with it. Akashi's not going to let that happen.
No, I don't think so. Now he has his Chronosphere back and ready again. I mean, they don't need a rush, right? They still have 3.5 minutes left on the Aegis. You have this little X mark to play. You can always time walk as well.
Oh, he has to be careful as a use, like you said.
Yeah.
Support item.
But he's going to be looking for this mid lane of barracks just slowly and but surely. You will be able to get through this. I mean, he's so set. Chrono on to 2. Yeah, there it is. The double as well. Aeon Disc saving Tim's. Oh no, the Wind Waker not really helping Abed so far in this game. That is going to be the Chronosphere. Might be the game here as well, especially as Akashi jumping forward, finds the bashes, finds the kills there on the Snapfire. It's guaranteed at least the Megas, or is it Raven jumping in, looking for this quick little kill? Ravage number 1, it's on the money. They still have a second Ravage to use now for the BKBs.
Refresh.
Coming out, WS is going to be able to get off this Torrent Storm. The Tidal Wave on back. There's going to be Refresher number 2. Akashi somehow avoiding it, but he is actually dying here to the damage from Raven. Popping the BKB leaves him more or less immune to that damage, though, and now everyone dead but Raven, not able to get back on the pounces. It's over. We are going to a game 3.
Akashi has been waiting the whole game to secure the win before starting to
Oh, like he
damage.
dropped all of his items as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Victory.
Okay, this game is spicy. This last game is going to be very, very spicy. Some extra sambal belacan on the last game.
This is a pretty exciting series here with Talon. You know, this time they take the long road. They take the long path to victory here, as they're going to be able to secure a 47, close to 50-minute game. I mean, just too many spells. The team fight's just too darn strong, isn't it, Winter? It kind of just felt like it boiled down to that. I remember during the draft I was saying it feels impossible to fight into this at some stage, and lo and behold, it was.
They were driving their car too slow when they were kind of doing well in the early game. I felt like the thing that was kind of missing, the first thing that I would point out is the Solar Crest, because they couldn't get Roshan, right? They were dominating the map, but they couldn't really build on that lead from the lanes, which I felt was because of Roshan. They couldn't kill Roshan without the Solar. And after that, they were like hanging around trading farm against a triple Midas team.
Didn't
That
work
is
out.
not, yeah, that is not a good plan.
Didn't work out, especially when the Triple Midas team shows up to the fight with a ginormous Chronosphere and 2 Cataclysms with a Phoenix Supernova.
Yeah, after the first Chrono on one hero and they still won the fight, I knew it was it was gonna be an uphill battle for
It
for
was looking
Blacklist.
pretty tough indeed. We'll see what's in store for us for game number 3 as it comes down to this teams battling for a chance to take on Geek Fam in a best of 5 qualification match for the ESL 1KL main event. We're one game away from figuring out if it'll be Blacklist or if it'll be Talon. Stay tuned, folks. We're gonna go to a short break. When we come back, the decisive game number 3. continue as we are to a deciding game number 3 in our match between Blacklist Rivalry and Talon Season Strike and Winter. On the call with you now, Winter. I want to clear the air, okay, real quick, as our draft is already underway, so we're going to have to do it over the draft here. Winter, there's a lot of people in the chat who think you got something against these Filipino players, man, but that's just not true. I know you. You like the Filipino players. What is going on here, Winter?
Remaining.
I don't understand.
I don't know, Sometimes maybe I've been going a little too hard, Sometimes players deserve a break. People tell me that I should give
Radiant
people
team ban.
a lot more, room. Try to give them the benefit of the doubt more instead of trying to just
Gotta let them cook.
say it.
Gotta let them
Yeah,
cook.
let them cook.
Talon
I don't think so,
Esports
Winter.
turn
I don't
to
think so.
ban.
I disagree. I think the way you say it like it is, and that's what people they need to hear sometimes, and we'll see how it is this time around as our draft already looking pretty similar to game number 2, except it's just the primal, it's just the Weaver. Nothing much about that.
10
I don't really
seconds
feel like
remaining.
the heroes made the game unplayable. It was just how they
5
played
seconds
their
remaining.
heroes, which is the concerning part for me. Like the way they have the game played on a pace where it was so slow that they were comfortable trading against the Midas. That was the big issue for me, rather than fixing the whole or changing the whole draft.
Yeah,
In the Solar Crest, I brought it up. That might help speed up the game. But overall, the ideology of how to play the game has to change.
yeah. No, I see that. I didn't really see a problem with the draft or the players either, or the items, right? I think,
Talon Esports
funnily
turn
enough, I
to
actually
team
think an
pick.
Aeon disc would have been a better choice there for Abed, unfortunately. But, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Maybe don't get to the stage where you definitely need to pick one or the other, because I think that's just not really how the hero's meant to play. We'll see how this game and draft are setting along as the tree is back, this time for the side of Talon.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
they're not banning out the Faces Void either. So the Weaver is still a very
Radiant team
open pick to
Stare your
to be a
death
support or a
face.
carry. And I know I normally say that when there's a Trian and Weaver, the Trian complements the Weaver a lot as a carry because of what you do for him. Weaver doesn't like to buy HP regen items or lifesteal early, but Trian has Leech Seed and
Talon
Living Armor, which
Esports
helps a
turn
lot.
to pick.
And Blacklist are going to go back for the Muerta with the Clockwork. So, Muerta again, I have no qualms, but Clockwork, what is going on? So they want a hero that can catch the Weaver? Is that why?
10 seconds remaining.
It could be. I think Vision is just generally very good against this kind of a lineup, right? You have a
5
Weaver, you have a
seconds
tree,
remaining.
2 heroes that are going to provide the side of Talon a lot of vision. I also think that's what made this hard, really, this last game, really difficult for Blacklist, is you had any of the fights that Blacklist won were either under their vision or when Talon stepped into their vision, right? Think of the Roche fight
So-
when Abed went in there. Rocket
Uh-huh.
Flare is going to enable that. You can't let a Weaver and a tree just kind of run around you the entire game and set up from all sides. I think it's too hard. You have to equalize there, and I think that's what this tree does, this clock does. I gotta say, though, I didn't love the Muerta last game. I don't really love Muerta carry that much. I think it's one of those heroes...
Explain yourself.
It's a little bit...
Explain yourself.
It's a bit hard for the hero to really, I think, get all of their utility out in those kinds of early fights, because it tends to condition the rest of your lineup to want to fight early. And if their lanes didn't go as well as yours, or if they are not as fast as a farmer as you are because of Gunslinger and Deadshot as a carry, then it can be really awkward, right?
Talon
As a result of
Esports
this,
turn
it
to
opens up a
pick.
lot of avenues for your opponent to try and take the game late, which is
Radiant
kind of,
team
I
pick.
think, just the better option in Dota right now. At least from what we've seen. So I just don't love this hero. I think if you...
Is Invoker the best late game hero?
No, not Invoker. Probably still like a Faceless Void. I think a Morph has to be up there. A Naga, right?
Okay.
10
Fair enough.
seconds
So
remaining.
you're saying that Moreta wants to play too fast, and if your draft
5
is not
seconds
at the same
remaining.
speed, then the pick is no good.
I think
as
what
a
I'm
carry.
I think what I'm saying is Dota seems to be best played right now for a little bit of a longer game, right? Probably like 35 plus minutes, right? Is your ideal timing on second, maybe even third Roche, I would say. Realistically, right? It gives you some room for mistakes there. I think Muerta just generally as a carry is kind of already past her peak at minute 35 plus. Maybe she's still
Ah,
peaking.
She's kind of strong late game, I feel, if it's not because of the Chronosphere Cataclysm combo the last time.
I don't know. I just feel like this is a hero where you solve a lot of her issues with
Radiant
items,
team
right?
ban. Templar
And there's a lot of
assassin.
items these days that can be very useful against her. You have the gap closed, you give yourself the right heroes. I think she's just overwhelmingly too strong early, and she kind of
Yeah.
wants to pull the rest of the team into fight with her around that peak, and that's just not amazing.
I mean, this was the hero I
10
wanted them to
seconds
have
remaining.
last game when I
Yeah.
saw the Invoker. On Arbet, but this time it might be
5
on
seconds
Raven,
remaining.
I presume. Clockwork, TA, safe lane. Muerta, position 4, Primal can be off, can be mid. Flex. So I think this is a good setup for them. So they'll have to just decide what they want to do here with the last couple of bans here.
Talon Esports turn to ban.
I like the TA pick. I hope this then shifts the Morta into full support. I just think it's way better.
Yeah, more or less,
Yeah.
it's going to be full support Muerta. You kind of want to be tailoring a draft around the Templar Assassin. Whenever you have this hero, the draft has to
10
be about
seconds
her.
remaining.
So you want heroes that can amplify her strength. You want heroes
5
that can help her
seconds
get
remaining.
Roshan.
Talon
And that's
Esports
pretty much
turn
it.
to
And
ban.
having a Muerta carry is not in that chapter of a TA as a carry.
I really loved the way that WS played the Axe as well in game one. I know
Radiant
Talon
team
lost
back.
that game, but I respect the pick a lot, and it gives you some really solid Sunstrike setup here. So that's something that can get the Invoker involved early. Might still be another Quas Wex, wouldn't be surprised, but I like this one again. I like this one a lot.
No Faceless Void, maybe we're going to see our Wraith
Right.
King
10
to pair up
seconds
with the
remaining.
Invoker. Stun into Sunstrike, that's nice.
5
For
seconds
Blacklist,
remaining.
on the other hand, decisions. Do we actually lane Primal off lane or Primal mid?
Hmm.
What heroes are we looking at right now?
This guy totally knows what he's doing.
I feel like you don't want to have like a single core against X, So I would be leaning to picking maybe they should pick the Wraith King. Maybe.
Radiant team pick.
I like that point, actually. I think you bring up a really good point there, right? Because then it just gives this lineup something a little bit too easy to do, right? One win fight condition, basically for the entire game after 15 minutes, and then that might not be doable for them. The Naga Siren is banned out as well, so you have that
10
fight reset
seconds remaining.
tool removed, as are the Rulings.
5 seconds remaining.
How much time we have here? A whole minute to think. Blacklist, they like to use their time here, so we'll probably get a little bit of time as well to try and decipher this pick and see what we think. Wraith
I mean,
King's
I
good.
see Wraith King or Centaur. Those are the obvious ones.
Talon Esports turn to pick.
Okay, so they decided to put Primal on the off lane. So it's quite all in, right? You have Primal and Puck. They're both very similar, and their roles in the game, they are utility heroes. They don't really scale that well. But I've seen a new build
10
on Puck where
seconds
you go
remaining.
for the Maelstrom and Shard early in my pub. So maybe
5
that's
seconds
also
remaining.
a consideration where if you feel like TA alone cannot do it, so the Puck has to carry some slack,
Now for
That's
Talon
okay.
to decide.
What do you do? Is Weaver carry? That is the question. Is Weaver gonna be carry or no? Pick something else.
I don't think it'll be Weaver carry. I'm just taking
Spectre?
a stab at it. I like a Spectre.
Spectre's-
I like a Spectre.
Spectre's pretty good. You can always play around the X as Spectre. He goes to call, hunt people, then you have the Shadow Step to kill. Maybe that could work. Or there's still kind of like Luna, I guess, if you're looking to fight early.
Choose your
Morphling,
hero.
huh? Okay. It's not exactly the hero that I first thought of when I look at the
No, me neither.
lineup.
I was kind of hoping, I'm far too late on this, but thinking about that 23rd pick, I kind of wish Blacklist considered the Dawnbreaker. Maybe it was banned actually. She sometimes is, but I don't think I saw her on.
No,
there.
it wasn't banned. It wasn't banned.
That gives you the secondary core, something to match this global presence, because the Axe and Invoker can play together basically wherever they are on the
Yeah,
map.
that makes a lot of sense. X-Call, Solar Guardian, you counter
Right,
it.
right, yeah. But that's not what we have, right? We have the Abed Puck, the offlane Gabby Primal Beast, and then Akashi last pick on this Morph lane. I gave you a little bit of time to think about this Morph Winter. What are your thoughts? What is Talon? Why is Talon thinking that this is a good 24 Morph?
They seem to be
10
very
seconds
very
remaining.
greedy with their drafts a lot. They think that the Morphling is going to be able to
5 seconds
survive.
remaining.
Because he's the kind of the strongest hero in this game. You know, like if you get to late game, you have Invoker to back up the Morphling. I don't see how TA can win the game after that. You know, so again they are putting Blacklist on a timer with this overall last pick Morphling, and he has a Treant to protect him in the lane. But I do feel that playing against the Primal and Moeta, you should still be pressured in this lane, even though you have a Treant. It's not an easy lane at all, but Treant is the perfect support for this type of difficult lanes to protect the carry. He's gonna probably have to sacrifice himself once or twice in the lane to make sure Morphling gets past the lane phase in and into the mid game. So I still have high hopes on this Morphling, even though I feel like it might not be the best pick here, but I could see it working for them, and they've already shown that when it gets to the mid-late game, they're really good at team fight execution, playing scaling heroes, playing the map, and this is the type of draft that allows you to do that.
Pretty good catch on this Blacklist side. Looks like a pretty early game tempo as well, right? As we were kind of hinting at earlier. What are you thinking is Blacklist timing? Any particular items, any particular spikes that you're thinking of that are going to be pretty crucial here, or is it just kind of have to be get out of the lanes ahead and maintain control?
I mean, it's all gonna be on this Lanaya. Lanaya has Dessel, we go Roshan. Lanaya's ready to hit towers, we follow the Lanaya. So the game is going to be centralized
Prepare
around
for
Raven.
battle.
He's going to be the boss. He has to be solid this game if they want to stand a chance. No
Okay.
mistakes allowed.
Okay.
Single core TA draft. A lot of pressure.
Seeing how it gets going for him, it is a lot of pressure, especially when you have an axe in your lane already with 2 rings of protection. It's doable. It's certainly doable, but it'll be difficult. Anyway,
How nice of you.
of course, the stream doesn't know what you're talking about. WS is the axe again. Same build for him, I suppose. Nothing too exciting there. It's fun to see this Invoker hero back
30
again, though.
seconds to
Same
battle.
build, so are we expecting again that first point in Wex? It's a different matchup. It's a ranged matchup this time, but not sure. Not an Invoker player.
Crossbacks is always good, much better in the early game. And you kind of have to remember Morphling is not going to do too much early though, so it's nice to have the Crossbacks Invoker to hold the early game together. Exalt Invoker plus Morphling seems too much for me. Similar to the Phases Void Invoker.
All right,
The
last time
battle
Talon,
begins.
they lost all 4 runes. This time around, they'll go 2 for 2. Nicely done.
Oh yeah, they lost all runes and still won the game,
And they
yeah?
still won the game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good lesson for all of you, never give up.
Winter is so motivational.
Watch as my next pub game. Oh great, enemy has 4 runes, I guess I'll just abandon. My mid laner's angry, he fed. That's it.
Anyway. What is it? Is it Wex first again? Maybe it depends on how he feels the creep wave is with the range creep. Could be like a cold snap I could see versus a puck. So far, nothing. Yeah, okay, it is going to be cold snap. Alright, that's pretty standard.
Grandmaster Invoker, never doubt the Grandmaster Invoker.
Yeah, no, I never doubted. That's why I was curious what he went for. Down bottom, though, they will be able to catch Jokum. It seems like he perhaps got surprised by a sentry somewhere, trying to be a little bit too aggressive, and they had him proper position in there on the battery assault. Who did it go to? Did it go to? It went to Carlo. It went to Carlo, not to Raven, but still, it's going to make your lane a little easier here.
I bet. Trouble? No. Oof. He still has the Fairy Fire. Yowie definitely taking much better trades in the first couple of exchanges here against the puck. Low armor, he's doing a good job abusing that. How's resident Morphling Waterboy doing? Is he surviving the lane? The Treant has a solve, so he's already tanked up majority of the level 1 harass.
Yep, they've gotten rid of all of his trees basically here as well. He has blocked the hard camp. So this lane is going to end up pushing. Tim's unblocking it now. Is going to probably try and stop Ponyo from pulling. Yeah, it's hard to do so with those like melee creeps because they just stick on you real good.
Yep, Gabby still level 1, so can't really pressure the Morph. And Morph knows that he has the up roll, so he can play a little bit more aggressive in the lane. No kill threat yet onto the Morphling. Yes, things are seemingly going to be fine for this Morphling. The Treant got a pull, got another pull off, half pull the last time and half pull again this time, but there's only one creep, so not going to be able to deny any creeps, but he's going to be able to pull the way back nearer to the tower for the Morphling to farm. So that's really important for him. You need the Morphling to get level 3 as soon as possible.
That's just a safe place for him to be, right? That second point in the attribute shift. He can kind of play where he wants to, right?
I mean, it's also the fact that the way the Treant is playing, I really like it. He's sacrificing a lot of his own play. Regen, XP, he's not really prioritizing getting XP a lot. He's just making sure that...
Mid, uphill attack, didn't miss. Yowei still alive. I bet it will jaunt onto the illusory orb. Oh my god.
No. That is a win in my book, having to force the Ghost Walk.
That's true. Abed also probably a little salty. He would have gotten that kill had he not uphill missed. A little unlucky, but that's just how it goes in the mid lane.
What can you do, Richie?
It's true. It's just that's just mid laners these days, you know. Wasn't it worse before? I felt like before it was like there's something with uphill missing that was really tough before. I remember.
What, do you feel like the game is against you every time where there's a kill involved? It misses, but when nothing's happening, it always lands.
Oh, it was something. I can't remember. I remember my mid laner complaining way more about uphill misses, and then they changed something with it, but I can't remember. Doesn't matter too much either way. An unlucky moment for Abed. Yowei is going to be able to still find enough regen here with the tangos.
Look at the two supports coming to the Invoker's aid here.
Yeah, Ponyo securing top and down bottom, secured by Jokum. Gonna leave Abed without. Excuse me, it will leave Abed without a water rune refill.
He's praying for somebody to die at the side lane now.
Oh.
Please. Refill my bottle. Guys, I don't have rune.
2 points in adaptive strike actually for Akashi.
Yeah, good harass.
Exactly.
Second point still has a lot of value, you know. Going from 1 agility multiplier to 1.5. 50% increase. Value.
Not extra damage. They will just kind of start prowling here. Carlo, not a lot of armor here with the swarm on top of him. Trying to live through this one, but will eventually die Fairy Fire or not. WS trying his best to escape here. Raven has brown boots though. No such item here exists for WS, but he does have a lot of trees. Wasting a lot of time here. I think this kill will be worth it. The call into the TP, that bonus armor is going to get him out of here just fine.
Yeah, that is a lot of wasted creeps in front of the tower. For Raven. Not the best chase there, so not making the better decision there to go back for the creeps. But on the other hand, he did force the Axe to TP back to base, you know, so he still got something out of it.
It's true. It's a wave for him at least.
Scanning.
Scan of.
Are we gonna see the same thing with the wards now? Placing wards on all the twin gates?
Good. There's a Talon ward already on the bottom twin gate, top lane. Ponyo is following through here, so they're going to make a play down bottom. Interesting that Talon focused their attention here, right? The 4-minute rune, both supports rotated for. The minute 6 rune, they're not going to try and contest the puck. Blacklist are bringing on over the Muerta. What's going on here?
Short-sighted of you.
I mean, that's rather strange. I would say that 6-minute rune is pretty important to fight. If you don't want the puck to get the baller refill, you know, but they're choosing to pressure the TA instead.
Yep, they are. WS with the full Vanguard now online. This is going to be another quick kill here onto the clockwork. He does get the cogs up before he dies, but he's going to go to the Sunstrike for Yowei. That at least guarantees the return kill onto WS with Abed TPing on in, able to pick it up.
I mean, this is the downside of not going for the rune. Because if you don't pressure, don't get the rune, you pressure bot, the puck gets the rune and he can help bot.
Pretty nice rune as well, level 1, right? Gives you plenty of mana to play with. Cooldowns, 30 seconds left
Yeah,
until
I
your
mean,
next
the
coil.
TP cooldown is huge, reducing the TP.
That's a good
And
point.
now he gets a bottle refill too.
Nice.
Okay, I
Radiant's
bet he's
courier
getting the
has been
king's
killed.
treatment, the
Oh
royal
no,
treatment.
oh no, his courier though. The messenger has been killed.
How could you, Jokem? Nobody kills a messenger. So 7-minute runes, I guess it's going to be just one a piece. No shenanigans happening. This is what we want, right? Game 3, everybody gets the wizard rune, so we have a game.
Ashi.
Here comes your way.
Yeah, I think Gabby thought with level 3 pulver, not level 3 pulver, sorry, level 3 trample, he could get the kill, and he got pretty close. He missed it.
I'm sensing something, you know, with this Akashi and Gabby.
Gabby, he did. What did he die to? A dead shot? You're joking.
Headshot.
Look at that. That's some.
Don't tip too early, bro.
Oh my goodness. The observer would put down. Tims will snipe it. What a play. I was going to say, Gabby left him worse for wear. It looked like I don't know if he would have gotten the kill, but he missed on 1 or 2 of those tramples. Didn't end up making a difference at the end of the day. Tim says, don't worry, bro. Kill secure. WS, he might be next. There's a pulver. There's no pulver. Sorry, it's only a level 5 Primal Beast. Nice cog pushback here. Act with plenty of armor, but the trample comes out, and he is dead. There's a rotation. Pretty heavy one coming through out from Talon. Ponyo looking for a kill onto Gabby. He's pretty tanky, has a Lotus, the raindrop charges here, but they're just doing it with the physical damage now. Jokum with the Swarm Beetles doing a ton of damage here as the Urn will finally time out. Jokum trapped inside the cogs is going to die. So Talon, they bring 3 and still lose 1, failing to get the kill. That's just the Primal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, meanwhile, Teams is soaking up all the XP at top. He's gonna pop his level 6 in a bit. Gabby, it's the same though. He needs to find a way to get his level 6 here. Probably wants to still stick around bot. Maybe try to kill the axe again. That could be a good idea here.
Yeah.
He has a lane bot.
There's a lot of attention being focused onto Raven and this bot lane in general, but, you know, Raven's come out fairly nicely. 60 CS, 1-0-3, richest hero in the game, and they will at least make an effort for the axe. Trample active, the call's going to come through. Not really a whole lot of auto attacks, so look at his side blade spills doing the work. Gabby is going to go down to the spins of WS. Carlos get up to kill on the WS return, and Ponyo to fall to boot. Sunstrike off the mark from Yoe.
Alright, that is a good way of relieving all the pressure that Raven's been receiving. So Gabby decides to sacrifice his own game to help Raven. I think that's also a very, very good mindset because the draft, like I said earlier, everything revolves around Lanaya. Everything revolves around her, so you have to make sure she gets her good game. Her game matters the most out of all the costs.
TP top from Ponyo, maybe trying to stop the Mortar from just getting a bunch of free farm. Finds the D-ward as well, so that's pretty nice. We'll be able to farm a little bit more peacefully here. As Tims goes for the stack. Ancients will be triple stacked after this. Not bad at all. DD rune in the river, scouted, and picked up now by Yoe.
Fox level 6, he lands the hook.
Hook shot with
Detection.
the dust, it's there. Carlo, he might die for this one, but Abed moving on in, trying to find the kill here. Do they really have the damage though, Winter? Doesn't really seem like it. Tims is level 6. Deadshot is going to actually find Jokum, but there's not enough damage in the tank.
Yeah, a little bit too overzealous there by Carlo on the clockwork here. So pays the price for it. Free kill, being fed away towards the Invoker. Not something you want to see happen too much. Let's see, any ancient stacks for our dear friend the TA? Yep,
Yeah.
there is some.
Triple stacks here. Let me see for the Wisdom Rune. They didn't stack on the Wisdom Rune timing, which is always so weird. I always stack the Ancients on the Wisdom Rune timing. It's just free.
I can't tell if they're being serious.
He said that's fine. We're playing. They don't want the game to end like that. A little bit of the G's. I think it probably is just lag.
You mad?
No, I didn't, but I
In
think
that instance.
I know Blacklist has a team house. We always saw them playing.
Top lane.
So does Talon actually. Gabby is dead.
Oh,
He's
no.
just gonna get
Tip
caught
him.
on. Not yet.
It is only fair you tip him now.
Not yet. Not yet. He needs to get a stylish kill. You know.
Stylish kill? As morphing? Like what kind of style do you turn into the primal and kill the primal with his own spells and then you
Dire's
tip him?
middle tower is under
Do you get rock throw if you have the shard on morph?
Radiant structures
That'd be a pretty
are
stylish
fortified.
kill if you
Yeah,
kill
you should.
if you kill him with a rock throw, right? That's not a bad one. Come on.
What are
That's
the odds?
That's your favorite one, Winter.
Okay.
You want
Ponyo?
you want to agree with me anymore?
Oh,
Shot
no,
off the mark.
Carlo.
Under attack.
Well, you know.
Oh no.
It's a hard one to land, right? He always goes to the trees. Oh, that's fine. Just hit him with the pulverize here. Carlo this time getting a nice close and personal. Nowhere for him to go. I really like this clockwork and Muerta combo, by the way. The calling inside of Cogs. Looks like it'll be tough. Raven, by the way, 2 versus 1 says, okay, next time bring 4. He takes down Jokum.
You're damn right, you know. If you
Dire's
can't kill him
middle
with 2, you
tower
bring
is
more.
under attack.
That's what they're going to
Radiant's
have to
top
do.
tower
He
is
just
under
stood his ground and killed them as they looked to plant the ward. Mid tower goes down. Raven feeling pretty good about this one. As you said, it's all about the Lanaya. Let's talk about her build a little bit, right? Of course, the Dragon Lance, but immediately into the Deso. Your
Dire's
thoughts on
bottom
that?
tower is under attack.
But do you prefer it over? Do you prefer him to get a dagger? Early?
Well, I'm the one asking the questions here, Winter.
Okay, okay. I like it because of the Roche, specifically for Roche. This draft revolves around TA, the tempo revolves around her. She needs to be able to speed it up by getting Roche.
Like it.
And Ponyo is going to be the hero that they find again.
Yes,
Humblest
he is.
toy, hello tree.
Not good enough. Carlo should still be able to get out as well. The calling just covering his tracks. Really well done. And Yoe
Dire's
is
top
out of
tower
vessel
is
charges
under
as a
attack.
result of that failed kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is not looking so hot right now for Talon. They do have the blink on WS on his axe, you know, so they have to try to connect it with some of
Dire's top tower is
some
under
plays,
attack.
you know, get some pickoffs.
Dire are scared.
Maybe get a couple of levels on the Invoker, so you have the Sunstrike.
He's going for the Midas now. He is going for the Midas now. How many Midases for Talon this time around? I think only the one, right? Would be surprised if
Yeah.
anyone else got one.
You know the game is hard if they only have one. Or is it the other way around? You know the game is hard when they have 3.
I don't know. I think it's hard to draw a conclusion on the difficulty of a game just from the Midas alone. Strength gain did get off, so it's no kill here for
Radiant's
the Morphling.
bottom tower is under attack.
That's a good question, right? Really good
Dire's
question.
top tower has fallen.
I think the more Midases, the harder the game is. Because generally speaking, the harder the game is, that means you have to be more efficient with your farm, and that's what a Midas allows you to do, at least in the early game. Jokum is going to have a time lapse to try and escape here. He is dusted. They are giving chase. Another Sakuchi here in 2 more seconds. Can't use it though because of that waning rift. Abed picking up the kill after another failed initiation here. So they get a little bit of packet loss. Just too much damage coming through here. Meld strike with the
this-
coil.
This pesky Weaver is going to have a hard time later once Raven gets the shard. The shard is actually amazing this game. The silence is good against Weaver, against Invoker, against Morphling. It's going to own them. And he's going to get it so quickly that you won't have any manta or anything to dispel it, you know. It's going to be very, very difficult to deal with.
Deso, I think, is finally on its way. I say finally as if it's a slow Deso. It's a pretty good time Deso, honestly.
Was most welcome.
14-minute Dragonlance Cecil.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
So that'll be recalled here quite shortly. Maybe, well, he's got it on the courier. Maybe he's just waiting for the
I
shard.
think they just
there
want
it
to do
is, yeah.
Roche.
Could be time for it. Talon have a pretty sneaky ward down here. Again, I've highlighted this one before, but it's right outside of the range of the sentry for this common D ward spot. It's outside of the sentry for this common D ward spot. So this is a really nice ward from Talon. They just haven't really been able to capitalize on it, which is surprising, Winter, because WS has a blink. You know?
Yep, here we go. WS with the blink in the smoke.
Radiant are
Is Carla gonna once again foil their plans of getting a call kill?
I think they're...
Yes, he is. Oh, that was close.
Well, he sees
That was
Jokum.
close.
He's Jokum. We'll see if they are going to have, you know, a little bit of a sense about anyone else in the area. WS. Yeah, they're going to make the jump at
Right,
it.
he did his job.
Okay, but he actually got the cogs off because of the battery assault in time. We'll see if that ends up making anything of a difference. They'll set up for a 2-man coil. Raven as well completed the TP. 4 stacks on the Deso. Thank you very much, he says. Carlo.
MVP clockwork there.
Yeah.
Right there. After missing the hook and ruining his team's kill on the Invoker earlier. Okay, now he's redeemed himself. Is it Roshan time now?
Well, it's
They
top.
want to kill bot?
They're going to maybe
They
look
want
for
to get one more
Ponyo.
kill bot?
Colleen comes through. Very nice dead shot right into the hands of Raven. The Meld. 6 stacks now of the Deso. 6-0 and 6 right now on Raven's Lanaya.
Dead shot is my favorite spell of the game right now. Can't deny it. Okay, nice try there by teams.
Did you say
Landed and
it was rocked though?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Shard. What? No, I've never said I like rock show. When we were discussing about shards, it was always the Phoenix Sunray. Always the Phoenix Sunray. I'm a support player at heart. You think I'm gonna suggest some imbalanced core shard? It's my favorite shard.
Your way. Scouted. Oh, wow. I think that was purposeful. The micro, the Forge Spear blocking the hook shot. Not going to matter anyway. Gabby finds his man, and he tips. There it is. Well done. He finds the kill.
This is what you get when you have a Bramble and an Axe caught by the call. Whereas the backup, they're inbound. Raven is here. Another easy kill. Another Deso charge.
Yep.
Nice.
Another Deso charge. That's 8 damage here already. 6-0 and 7.
When are they gonna get Roche?
Look, Carlos,
Roche.
he's hunting. Finds himself a Treant Protector, just going for a quick D ward. They see Akashi now. Gabby with the onslaught in, has pulverized, but doesn't have vision here on Ponyo, who has his shard. Akashi could be in for a bad spot here. They just need to get in with the stun. The pulverize will cancel the teleport. Raven as well here for the kill. 10 stacks up the Deso, 7-0 and 7. 18-7 to 10k net worth lead here. Blacklist Rivalry, they'll make it now 19. This game getting out of control here for Talon.
Yeah, the Morphling is not really finding any space on the map to farm, you know? I mean, this was what I was worried about. When I saw the draft and then they picked Morphling, felt like it might be kind of greedy to do that. I mean, maybe they feel like go away on the fast wax hero because should be able to give him enough space on the Morphling to farm. But it didn't really happen, you know. Axe also didn't have a good game, so all the cores are struggling in this game. And all 3 of your cores are struggling. You know the game is bad.
Hard game. Sunstrike just a little bit late. Could have maybe sniped the bounty, but it's going to be now a little bit more funds here for Blacklist Rivalry to play with. What have they done with it so far? Abed nearly already at his Kaya on top of the Blink Witchblade. Tim's actually does have a Midas for himself, so he's starting to really scale a little bit more.
I like it. I think it's a good idea. And they have to try to send a hero to push out waves, you know, because if you're Blacklist, you're thinking about what the enemy can do. Talon's behind, so they're going to try to split push, catch with the Axe, Sunstrike, call Sunstrike, and get pickoffs, right? So you're going to need some support to push out the dangerous area. So Moita is a perfect hero to do that. You can always clear the way from a distance with dead shot.
For sure. They also almost have that heart online for Gabby as we start getting these next core items delivered. And on the other side, only one Midas.
I'm still waiting for the shot though. I think the
TA?
shot is gonna.
I agree.
Yeah, the shot is gonna just make it so difficult for them to play. Like, how is the Morphling gonna deal with the shard? Does he have Manta already? Okay, he has Manta. Fine, he has a way. I think he's the only one that has some kind of dispel.
Yep. Yo is still about a bit further away. It's 3k total, so he needs another 2,000 and some change.
Oh, Akashi, don't go out.
Ooh, hook shot just off the mark. Good effort, good effort. What else? Axe? Are Axe getting any big items? Blade Mail? Blade Mail's now online, but have not really felt the same kind of WS impact as he did have in that first series. Has, you know, no dunks yet either. He didn't have like the most impressive start either. I will say in game 1, but by this point I think he did have a couple dunk stacks and was starting to really be an impact more in these team fights. Have we seen an overgrowth yet though? Like, have we seen a full fight from Talon?
Don't recall, my man. I don't recall. Probably not. It's tough. It's a hard game.
Yeah, it is.
They have to try to slug it out, split push, go for pickoffs. I mean, obviously, Raven's not gonna let that happen. If you're the TA in this game, you're gonna be yelling at your team. Gather around me. Play around me. Don't feed the Axe and the Invoker.
Listen to me and I will carry.
Yes, that is what I want to hear. Spot on, Richie. Spot on.
Radiant's top tower is under
Top
attack.
tower is going to go down. It looks like Talon maybe thinking about trying to trade Tormentors here. But without any vision on the map and without seeing anyone pushing their own tier 2 towers, they are going to go ahead and play it safe and farm their way back into their own jungle.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's scary
attack.
timing for them here. Blacklist will smoke
Might.
up from the mid lane.
They might get someone here. They might. Rocket Flare. Scout.
Radiant's
Super
Carlo,
Scout.
yeah.
X.
Throw hook shot finds one. Oh, the silence though onto WS. Carlo perfectly force-staffing himself, finding him, locking him down inside of those cogs. An easy kill, Gabby.
Yeah, bot lane Gabby is setting up for
Oh, he's
another
hunting.
extra kill.
Oh, he wants it. Akashi knows he's
Radiant's
there
middle
though. The little,
tower is
little
under
cute
attack.
voice line. There's no way he's
I
gonna give
can
up a kill
see your
there.
tail hanging out of the trees.
Yeah, but Jokum did not get the memo. Do they have detection for him? Trying to break the coil won't be needed, actually. Nicely timed Waning Rift. Collects the kill. Holy moly. Raven is farming, dude. He's almost pushing a 700 GPM 21 minutes in. That's a lot.
Thanks to his team
Yeah, I
making
mean,
the space.
he's been playing a pretty darn good game as well. I would say Yoe not having a Dispel or any magic community now. He's further away from his own
Dire's
BKB.
middle tower is
Nice
under
jump
attack.
there. Again, that's just why I really like having this clockwork, right? Just giving you that little bit of vision, giving your cores the confidence to make that kind of a jump. Good stuff.
Yeah, now he has jetpack.
Dire's
Ah.
Can see
systems
from the
are
sky.
fortified.
5, 4, and 12 here on this clockwork.
Dire's middle tower
With his
is
own
under
force
attack.
staff. I mean, he's feeling pretty good. He's feeling pretty good. Didn't we had this ridiculous clockwork game, right? He had like Ags 20 minutes in or something.
That was a position for clockwork.
Ah, yeah, good
Radiant
point.
structures are fortified.
WS trying to hide in the trees, but they've scouted and blink out just in time. Gabby giving chase. Is going to have to fight off this call now with the Swarm Beetles on top. The rest of his team not too worried. They'll know he'll get out of here this one in one piece. Bonio didn't get the root there. Now will connect onto it as Carlo into the trees. He will go. Finds the dust now onto Ponyo. The dispel. Everyone inside of these cogs. Good damage out from WS. Might find a dunk, and indeed does, but now pulverized by Gabby. He will go down. Ponyo dying in the midst here to Raven. Sakashi surrounded by 3 heroes. They actually get the kill on the Raven. Caught him without having those refraction charges online. Tim's looking for the TP out. He'll be just fine. Aegis now, you can hear it being reclaimed, was on Abed. Looking for this kill onto Yoe. Popping the BKB. That's not going to save him here. Akashi now safe and sound, at least momentarily here. Invisibility is invulnerability here. Still snaps the coil, though. Shouldn't really matter because he has all refraction
Gabby
charges.
is really trying to show dominance
Dire's
onto the
top
one.
tower is
He's-
under attack.
Look, he's got heart, man.
Radiant's
He's
bottom
all
tower
right.
is under attack.
I'm probably regretting not giving the TA the Aegis there. And Puck didn't really use the Aegis. That would have been a totally clean fight if Raven had the Aegis instead, but maybe he felt like, I'm farming anyway, you know, I'm not fighting, and I don't think I can die, so he doesn't want the Aegis, but that came back to bite him.
Did. Still got a lot of damage in, though, on that Templar Assassin, and otherwise a pretty good fight, especially considering it kind of started by Gabby just running into the trees. Under a tier 2 tower, right? So it could have been a way worse fight for them, but that's just kind of the nature of this net worth lead. 16, 17, 18k now. It's a lot to have to fight against.
They still have to respect the power of the Water Boy. I think Morphling that can still solo carry this game. Like if he gets given like 1 or 2 kills, like big streaks back to him, they win a team fight off of that. I think Morphling still has the power to win the game.
He's
Dire's
almost at
bottom
this,
tower is under attack.
almost at this Scotty now. Pardon me, this eye of Scotty. So he's getting there. Jokum as well, assisting him, making sure that it's safe to farm here. Kind of looking and scouting the waves, doing a bit of pushing.
Upon you again doing shenanigans.
Yeah.
Last game on his river now.
Dire's bottom tower
It's
is under
three
attack.
and
Loses his ward like right away, which always feels real bad.
Kill some couriers, let's go. This guy must love playing Bounty Hunter.
Who is it,
Dire's
Matthew,
bottom
right? The
tower
bounty hunter,
has
the
fallen.
courier killer. Man just loves killing couriers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's a fun little
Dire's
job,
bottom
isn't it?
tower is under
I
attack.
gotta try doing that some more, honestly, killing couriers. It's such a risky game, though, because there's just nowhere for teammates to come help you.
Radiant are
Ponyo.
scanning.
They're TPing back from Dust. Does miss. I don't think they quite see him here either, as he runs through the wishing well.
wishing that he had a Midas. Come on, don't give me that silent treatment.
Oh, well, you know.
I hate you. Back to the game. So Ponyo is back to cutting waves.
Okay,
The best
Coil.
thing he can do.
Choke him. Just dead. No chance to get off the time walk. This is just a hard game.
He has an orchid.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that as well. He bought it after the last high ground hold. I mean, look, the Talon, they bought time for Waterboy. If Waterboy's going to carry the game, Waterboy needs items, and he's got a big one. I have Scotty, a lot more stats to be playing with here. Is there an item where you think this is a problem for Blacklist? Any item in particular?
If he gets one more item.
Butterfly?
One more item. Butterfly. Yeah, Butterfly seems really good against TA.
Okay, WS, caught farming here. You can put a mine on top of the Mighty Mines, and now the Mighty Man is going to go down to the Mine of Metal. Raven collecting
Radiant's
the
bottom
kill.
tower is under attack.
Is up to 16 stacks now on his Dessa with the Crystallis. Tier 2 tower will be taken down. EPs though here from Blacklist.
Oh, they
Arlo,
see him.
they
Water
do
boy.
see the Water Boy. Tim's as well coming through. Nice silence. Abed from the side. Look at that. He couldn't even get out of the calling. The
Oh my God, the
XD from
alt chat
Gabby.
again.
Come on. Gabby really feeling himself here, isn't he?
Come on. After all, this is a Rambulan, you know.
It
a
is.
mini Rambulan.
All chatting in game 3 though. Come on, Gabby. Hit us with the all chat from game 1.
If you want to do it, you have to do it from game 1, right? Don't do it when you know you're going to win the game.
I agree. I agree. 22k up now, 30 to 9. No Aegis, but no Morphling either for 30 seconds. You're already seeing Tim's. Yes, part of this is the Midas gold, but guess what? You always got a Midas as well, and only has 1,000 gold lead right now over the enemy position 4. WS cannot blink in there because the Rocket Flare canceling it. That shot as well, still finding someone somehow. Talon just struggling to find an opening here, but should now get a little bit more breathing space with the more respawning, pardon me, in 5 seconds.
Yeah, they should be looking to get Rush after this. Go back, get Rush. Enough of the all chatting, back to the game.
Dyer's top tower
Control the
is under
game.
attack.
And for Talon, they have to fight. They can't give the Rush for free. They need to do something here.
Well, free kill. Yeah, that's dunk number 2 of the game. Yule Scepter, Orchid here both onto Gabby. We'll see if they all chat him if he dies, because they might not be able to take him down. Blacklist taking this fight. The Pulverize now onto Akashi as he's morphing into the strength. 6,000 HP, but Silence cannot wait for him away. Just barely getting away. The death shot not on the money as Akashi trying to get out. Oh, they did silence him, but he was already channeling or casting really the waveform. Waveform, the onslaught. He gets away just barely. Just
One
barely.
for one trade. But it was almost a disaster. Almost. I think maybe the TA kind of reacted a little bit late when the primal grabbed the Morphling. He was right-clicking another hero. He changed target after that. Felt like an extra right-click would have get the job done there. So, kind of unfortunate. Blacklist couldn't get the kill there. Felt like the game would have just ended, you know, if the Morphling died there. So now they still have a chance. There will be still one more fight, Richie. One more fight in the Roshan pit. Roshan is going to this side.
At least
Okay,
one
at least
more.
one. At least.
Talon, they just need to tell themselves, we just need to win one more fight. Just keep telling themselves. You win one fight and say, okay, guys, now one more fight. Just one more fight. That's all it is. One fight at a time. That's kind of how they have to take
one
this
fight.
game.
PMA.
US. What's damage here? Sunstrike is not going to catch Abed there. How's our Invoker doing here? Maxed Exort, so these Sunstrikes are pretty meaty by now. And is not going for the axe up to this game. They kind of lack the setup. It's been a really difficult game as well for WS to find the same amount of calls or the same impact calls as he's been getting in game number 1.
Radiant are scanning.
So not really relying on the Cataclysm as they were in game 2. All right, quick little kill there. Nice hook shot, perfectly timed as Gabby shows off his brand new Gem of True Sight. It's Tim's, but you know, he's holding it.
Have they not scouted the Rosh? Has nobody checked the pit?
Well, they should know it's up by now. I don't remember when they took the first one, but long enough where I would just assume it's up now. Hard to tell with all these pauses, though, you know what I mean? When you do have like a lot of...
Fine.
No, but think about it,
Fine.
right? When there's a lot of pauses, it kind of breaks your natural
Yeah, but you copy paste the time.
No, no, I know, but I just, I don't know. I feel like they probably go off of just more of a feeling than anything, right? Of course, then they check the
What
copy-paste time.
professional players go off feeling? They don't check the time.
I'm sure they write it
You
down,
kidding?
but you know, you still need to remember to copy-paste the time again, right? Or to enter paste the time in your team chat. And you only
Yeah, says the guy who never copy pastes the Roshan time.
yeah, whatever. Gabby, blinking up to the high ground. Careful, Gabby. If you die here, they're gonna tip you.
Don't even worry about losing the game. Worry about enemy tipping
You're gonna get tipped.
A prize.
I like your thought process.
Carlos sneaking up to the high ground, planting a little sneaky ward. Doesn't give too much vision here, but will be able to at least give you a good amount of vision here. This is the super common ward spot as well onto the high ground, so that one's usually checked for. This is not as much vision, but still not bad.
He's been doing a really good job, like putting up the vision overall this series. Sometimes he botches some initiations, but he's trying his best, you know.
Hey,
He's not afraid to do the dirty work for his team.
should have scouted the smoke there as well, so Blacklist, they'll know something's coming, but no, none of their heroes even on that side of the map. In fact, they show now as they will capture the outpost.
They should be going soon before the Morphling gets the level 20 talent and the BKB.
How close
The
is
level
it?
20 is a big power spike for Morphling.
He is close. 19 and a half, and they are going to be making the play now. Aegis in hand here, this time for Raven. She's on Gabby. That'll be able to support his aggressive positioning in these fights, let's call it. Raven didn't get to blink away, actually, so he's going to get caught here by the Axe, trying to get him further into the base, but he's actually slow to a crawl as a result of the Nature's Grass. Sunstrike here perfectly. Well, what a bit time there. Yo, Way getting ready to go. Meatball pinned down as Gabby counter-initiating. Abed now in onto the backline. Takashi holding on to the man style for now. The hook shot onto Yo Way. Trapped inside of the cogs. Will be killed by the right clicks.
Buyback.
They get through Ponyo as well, who bought back earlier. There is no buyback on the Invoker. Oh, he's short by over 1,000 gold. That's painful. That's 2 lanes of barracks. Maybe just Megas? Can they fight this as Talon?
Dire's bottom barracks.
They got the Aegis. A lot of the ultis have been used as well here, Winter. What's left? All right, a free kill onto Tims. That's certainly something. 800 gold, by the way, into the hands of WS, as he does have to activate the BKB in order to escape. They're onto Akashi now, trapped inside the cogs. Silenced up. He lacks the match style to be able to dispel it. Will find another kill here onto Jokum, but the rest of Talon, well, the 2 of them that are left anyway, make it safely into the fountain to regen and fight another day. 20 seconds left, though, until Invokers respawn. You buy back on the Weaver. It seems like they're going to have to just give up these mid lane and barracks.
The level 20 on
Oh,
Morph is
another
not
jump.
gonna save the Rex.
WS in trouble and dead. He has buyback. 5 seconds until you have Yowei. Barracks are gone. Gabby just so keen to find these kinds of jumps. He's already consumed the cheese here as well. Doesn't have that fondue. They are seeing Yowei TP in through the fog. There's going to be that last buyback now that Talon have to use. Blacklist Rivalry perfectly expecting it. The comms, I'm sure they were crystal clear. Nice job getting out.
Yeah, not overextending, just backing off right away after the buybacks. Good discipline by Blacklist. And now what's left for them? Just maybe wait for a power rune? Oh, okay, Gabby has shield rune.
He's going in.
He is going.
He's going in. He's got 6,000 effective HP here. Hook shot in, beautiful. And Abed from behind connecting onto 2 there. Look at the side blades. Goodbye, WS. No chance to cast a spell. Great tornado. Buys Jokum enough time. Gabby already XDing in the all chat here as the Trade Protector is going to go down. Akashi popping the BKB, but he's left now with only him and the Invoker. Yowei getting dove underneath his tier 4 towers. Doesn't even use the BKB. This one's over, Winter. Talon, this new roster will be eliminated as Invoker is going to disconnect here from the game. Carlo dropping a tip onto him. Another pause here.
Okay.
Wow, wow, yep. Thanks for the flowers, says Akashi. GG. That is the Rambulan here, or at least version 1 of it. As Blacklist Rivalry, they move on to take on Geek Fam here in the best of 5 qualification match. Well played all around here. So it's going to be a 2-1 victory.
Round 2 from chapter 2 of Geek Fam Blacklist Rivalry, continuing from yesterday. It was a close series yesterday, and today we're gonna get another one. So see fans rejoice. We're gonna get a treat of the real Rambulan, the true Rambulan, the grand finals from Rambulands.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to wait some time for it, of course. Winter. It's over an hour and a half away, as we did get some pretty
30
generous
minutes
schedules.
away?
No, it's not 30 minutes away, I believe.
Sure.
Well, it starts at 8 UTC. So if we do 8 UTC to
30
SGT,
minutes.
it is. No, it shouldn't be 30 minutes. It's plus 8, right? So it's 16, which is 4 p.m. Oh, it is 30 minutes. Is it really 30 minutes? We had this long of a series?
Hiya, Richie. Come on, why you doubt me?
Holy moly. Well, Winter, because you never do any math on stream, that's why I have to doubt you.
After all the nasi lemaks we've had together, still don't trust me.
Nope. I do not.
Okay, props to Talon anyway. They are new stack, new team. People have very low expectations of them, but they have a right mix of players. And they put up a good show for us, Let's just be very, very happy about that. And we're going to see another strong team, in SCA. That's what all the SCA fans want to see.
That's true. And all the SCA fans that want to get going with our next match as soon as possible. So we're going to go to a quick break and get ready for our best of 5 series. Winner is going to be moving on to the main event later here in Kuala Lumpur. They're going to get their own chance to try the nasi lemak, the chendol, the rojak, the durian, even though I think we're out of durian season, but I don't know. All my neighbors keep bringing durian back into the building. We'll see who is going to be eating the durian here in KL for the KL content pieces. Will it be Geek Fam? Will it be Blacklist Rivalry? We're going to be going to a quick break, and when we're back, Game 1 of our Best of 5 series. We'll catch you then.